501 of the big city, Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Boy, March, April, it's a cruel mistress. It really is. Yesterday, it's pushing 80, sun's out. I got the AC going in the car, no jacket, just enjoying the day.
Sounds good.
Today, it's November. It really, it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, basically, yeah.
42, gray, a mist, a fine mist. Come on. We make up your mind.
What are we doing?
It's the time of year where the weather's bipolar. It doesn't know what it wants to be.
You know what, Don? Let me introduce you to April.
Yeah, but you know what?
Come on, man.
April's been around a while, man. Grow up.
April's been around a while.
But that's what we get. That's why, it's you never know what the hell. April is the month that in the morning you're like, it's cold, it's kind of damp. I'll put on a sweater, and then by 3 you're just melting. And then reverse in the morning, sun's out, it's nice, it's pretty solid. You know what? I'll go shirt sleeves today. And then middle afternoon, freeze.
Well, I tried the other day. Do you remember? Alan was fantasizing about a roof day one day this week, and I was like, I feel like we're jumping ahead here. I don't know.
You were reading me the temperatures coming up. I was like, you didn't need to do that.
It was a high of 62. I'm like, but that low is 47. It's currently 46. Happy Passover to those who partake. I had a nice Seder last night with my wife's family, and I have officially moved back to my old residence. You don't see this every day, folks. You don't see the person.
You look so relieved.
You don't see the person leave, fully move, and then 4 months later move back. It's not done.
Well, let me just, we'll get into everything, believe me, because I'm really aggravated today. So this will be good radio.
Perfect.
Wow. Just get ready.
Well, to talk about it
Strap
Thursday.
in.
So.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
You want it to be.
But no, I'm joking because talk about it Tuesday and that guy Thursday are so close.
Is there any way that you can have your talk about it
No,
be
my
that
talk,
guy?
I have a that guy.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Because you definitely had a that guy during talk about it on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. That was a hell of one, yeah. But what did you want to get into?
Because I'd like to get into, because I've got a game Easter Sunday in Montreal, right? So if it were Christmas Day, I'd wish everybody a Merry Christmas, not have to disclaim or anything. Maybe throw in a Happy Holidays, but on the day of Christmas, you can go and you could just say to your audience, Merry Christmas.
Because it's a day.
Because it's a day.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't think I can come on the air on Sunday and say Happy Easter.
Why not?
Why not?
Because I know it's a day. It's different because there is no Happy Holidays for Easter
spring.
Passover.
Well, no,
you're
Don,
right.
Don,
Why? There
Don,
should
I have
be.
a theory.
But it's still Passover on Sunday. So you can hit both.
So
Well,
what do I say? I got to say both, or can I can't say Happy Holidays?
No.
People will think I lost.
I think you can, Alan, I'll let you get in here. I think you can, first of all, I have no problem. I think you can definitely say Happy Easter. Easter Sunday is definitely its own big thing.
Okay.
But if you want to be safe, you could say Happy Easter Sunday, everyone, and to everyone who's in the middle of Passover, Happy Passover. Very easy.
That's the easiest thing to do, right? For sure. But I also think sometimes we do overthink this stuff.
Yeah, I think so too.
Christmas and Easter, while they are religious holidays for you, Don, for me, right? They are religious, but they are also sort of like holidays.
But Easter, I understand Don's point because Easter not as much as Christmas.
Well,
Christmas is literally.
Here's why
I am a Jewish person. I make plans. What am I going to do for dinner on Christmas?
Right.
I make plans for it. Easter, I don't
here's
remember
why I
on
feel
Sunday.
this way. I feel this way because for some reason, our holidays always seem to have a character attached to it, and it becomes agnostic. Right?
I know the reason why. The reason's called Hallmark and CVS.
It's called it's capitalism, right?
That's right.
Commercialism, all the things that go with it. But so you have a Santa Claus and you have an Easter Bunny. And last I checked, neither one of them, even though Santa Claus is supposed to be Saint Nick, but that's a whole other story. The point is, though, they're both kind of cartoonish characters that are associated to a holiday that doesn't always have to be based on religion. So I just think it's a day. And if you want to wish people, like I did it when I left Get Up this morning, I left knowing I'm not working tomorrow. So I said, Happy Easter to those who celebrate.
But see, you had the disclaimer.
But to those who celebrate. But that's all you have to say. It's just easy.
I just don't know why we can't say Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays?
Why has it been taken by Christmas? Same thing.
Why does
They're
Christmas
both-
own the
you
happy
could
holidays?
say whatever the hell you want to say.
Yeah, you're
going to
be fine.
The Devils.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If anybody can wish people Christmas and Easter, it's the guy who's the voice of the devil.
You kidding me? I dare them. Dare them to say anything to you.
I just wish there was a way.
Although I don't know if devil plays great at this time of year.
You don't think so?
Religious people, I will say, I was doing a bit. I was doing a bit on my morning show where I would be the devil because Don, you remember the I used it as the voice of God on this show.
Right.
I made it the voice of the devil on the morning show.
Oh,
let me tell you something.
No.
People love it, and other people get very like, can you please not play with the devil? Please don't play with the devil. So I stopped doing it. I didn't want to offend people.
It's just like the other day when Don said Beetlejuice 3 times.
Don,
Yeah.
you risky boy, you.
Right?
I see no evidence outside of the theater where that's an issue.
Outside of the
Right.
theater.
Out of the
Right.
theater.
Oh, I understand. I hear you.
All right, so we got that out of the way.
All right.
Aggravated about the weather. And the other thing that always aggravates me is, and we talked about this last year, guys, because we were together during the start of last
Bet your
year.
ace.
Oh, it's too early to get crazy. It's too early to analyze. We're only 6 games into the season. Okay, well then let's talk about Kirk Cousins signing with the Raiders. Let's talk about Trevor Bauer, now a member of the Long Island Ducks. Let's talk about the Knicks Grizzlies last night.
God, please
But
don't.
no, I don't want to. I want to be able to talk about the baseball teams. People are baseball fans. Now, I don't think you need to overreact. I don't think Yankee fans have to now start, picking their position to the Canyon Heroes for the parade. And I don't think Met fans should be jumping off the George Washington Bridge. But if I'm going to be on every day, and with baseball's popularity in the city, we've got to analyze what we see. And on one side, it's terrific.
Oh,
I mean, I'm telling
glorious.
you, Alan, I don't think this is hyperbole. Okay. This is going to be a fun season for you. You know you got a good enough offense. That's why they ran it back. We'll see what happens in the postseason, but last I checked, it's not October.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 of your best pitchers haven't thrown a ball yet, and you got the best pitching staff in baseball. Not only that, but one of the best pitching staffs we've ever seen through the first 6 games.
For the first time in a long time, you have a phenom coming out of your, right? You developed a pitcher out of your system who has become a true phenom. Not one of these guys that we've heard about, that you keep hearing about, that is going to be the next whatever. This dude came almost out of nowhere, and he's been phenomenal. And by the way, he's got a little bit of attitude, which is nice because I know it's a little stuffy up here at IBM, but every now and then, among all the guys wearing the white Oxford shirts, we need somebody wearing a like a blue shirt, a different color shirt. That'd be nice. Well, that looks like Cam Schlittler's that guy.
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't seem like it's an act. Like I'm going to go in there and be somebody I'm not. That's just who he is. Now, obviously, you've got to continue to pitch well. Because the second you don't, it'll get thrown back in your face.
Yep.
But you got to like it, and he's pitching great. And we got into it a little bit yesterday. Peter, you were off. They took him out early in the game. Well, what was it, 79 pitches, because that was his pitch count. They're trying to be careful with him because people want to see him. And there's something about pitching in New York. It's always been more of a Met thing because of Seaver and Gooden, because the Mets always had good pitchers. But even the Yankees in recent vintage with guys like Arabu before it went south, and Tanaka, where you get excited. Like it's a Tanaka day. It's a Cole day. Mm-hmm. It's a DeGrom day. It's a Harvey day. Because there's just something about having a really good pitcher. Cam's getting to that point. He really is, to where when he's pitching, you're going to make sure that's a day that you're going to sit down
Schlitt day.
And be there for first pitch.
We can workshop that.
Well, that's the thing. Let's be real, guys. The name, let's focus on Cam. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Schlittler is tough. Just be honest.
Yeah, Don struggles with it all the time.
Well, we've heard.
He's
heard
gonna.
that.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah. But there's a lot of
Schlittler.
Schlittler.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
now you're getting it.
When you're talking extemporaneously and it's flowing.
Schlittler was fantastic.
That's tough.
What'd I do?
Schlittler was fantastic.
Why you beeping?
You had to.
No.
You had,
what do you mean you had to?
It was an actual curse.
You have to.
Yeah.
All right,
it's a bad word.
The TV show, we were able to throw that out because the intent. No, seriously.
Well, I don't know. That's interesting.
You were allowed to say it because that's not what that word means. So you're allowed to say it.
Correct.
Right? You're able to say Schitt's Creek, right?
Oh,
That's
no
fine.
problem.
That's fine.
Zero problem.
Name of the show, you're good.
You know I'm not saying that word.
Yeah, but
that's not my intent.
It
Yeah,
sounds
but
like you are, though.
that's the thing. When you just say blank lure, it's not blank creek. It's blank.
But
Now it's just the
intent.
word.
But no, listen, you could say, all right, Don, get your cam together here, guy. All right? Because we can't keep we can't keep talking. But to bleep it out.
Well, how about this? I have another one.
I'm good. You see the glass?
Yeah, you'll
I'll
break
put
it.
my fist through it right now.
All right.
Please do.
All right?
I think you can.
If you told me, Jacob, look at me. Don't laugh. Look at me. When I slipped yesterday,
Schlittler was fantastic.
did you dump me?
No, I did not.
Well, Don, I have another thing
Thank
here.
you.
I have
'Cause
another.
You know why?
I
Because
have-
that's grown-up stuff that Jacob's doing.
I have something to play for you, though, that's also troubling. And I have a hunch we'll be seeing this 11 and a half months from now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
This is from 301 on today's show.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
501 of the big city.
Oh, look at that.
Somebody
Oh.
and Rosenberg. Mentioned it. Hey, listen.
Hey,
I have a
already?
history of
Boy,
it.
those 2 hours went by fast.
You
This
know,
show is so much fun; it just flies by.
You know it's something good when the only response is, "Hey, listen."
Hey, listen.
That's all you can say.
Because I was
What-
going to say
what-
I've got a history. Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
February 5th.
February 5th. Yeah, we remember that
what
too.
we have established on this show is that you get away with nothing.
That's
right.
Nothing.
Well, that's
I
what the
love
show
it.
is for.
Michael Kay, who the last I checked basically runs the station,
The transmitter to you and me.
would always give the wrong date, the wrong year.
The wrong year?
He one time gave his cell phone number out in lieu of the actual number to call in.
I forgot about that.
How
So-
did
That
that
is
happen?
so epic.
We all have our moments.
I remember that, and I can't remember how that. Like what inspired that? Like
No, nothing inspired it. He just
Being a yo-yo.
he gave a
Come
phone
on.
number out that wasn't the right number.
but it's so much different than 1-800. His cell phone isn't 1-800.
That's the thing. It is.
No, but the way he responded is as if somebody asked what's your cell.
It's
But-
so crazy.
Well, how fast can you rattle off your cell phone number?
Well,
Let's be honest.
pretty fast because you get asked about it all the time now. That's always like a form of identification.
Eh,
So I could rattle it off pretty good.
look at you.
You say, mine too. Yeah. I wouldn't give it out on the air.
No,
I
but
tend to
listen, I had no
forget
intention of
I forget
saving
mine all the time.
501 either.
Right.
When
And it
these
just
things
happened. It happened. They don't happen in a
Listen,
vacuum either.
I'm now well. It's just for whatever reason the cough's been tough to shake, and and then when I lay down to go to bed, that's when it's at its worst. So I haven't had a lot of sleep. So I apologize to all of the 501 people that are offended that I didn't say 301.
Yeah. Now they're checking their time.
Dan Riley checked me. He's only one person on Twitter, which is basically autocorrect for the world. So
That's where the experts live.
So all the experts reside there.
All the
So-
perfect people.
So Yankee fans, so typical. You're in great shape. 5-1, back-to-back series wins, and now you come home to take on a Marlins team that's also 5-1 and playing out of their minds. But you got to feel good about where the Yankees are. And then there's the Mets,
Oh boy.
3-3. Not a big deal. They did win the series against Pittsburgh, lose the series against St. Louis. Not hitting. It seems like everybody that came over during the offseason collectively is not hit. Bichette hasn't hit for the most part. Simeon hasn't hit. There's issues with the offense, but hey, you can say, cold weather because it wasn't great in St. Louis. It's only 6 games. I'm not going to freak. Yesterday irritated me, Peter. I was telling Talon because 4-2 just looks different than 3-3. If you win yesterday and you lose in 11 innings, then you've won 2 series in a row. You just feel better about the team. But then you lose, you drop 2-3 to an awful Cardinals team, and now you're 3-3 and you're just average. But this Lindor Soto stuff, guys, it just Lindor. We tried to get into it because it was on the air, forgetting how many outs there are, getting picked off at first. We heard later on that it had to do with they had a play set. They thought that the pitcher had to tell, whatever.
That's not what he said.
What?
I don't know. Didn't he admit he just brain freeze?
No, well, then that's 2 because he said he forgot how many outs there were on the
that
double
was
play.
The first one, yeah. Oh,
But the pickoff play, I thought I had, but
good. Forget me. Continue the story.
and that's what happened where he just doesn't move. And then ironically, what happens is Soto hits a solo home run instead of a 2-run home run. You lose by a run. Now, I'm not going to suggest that Lindor intentionally got picked off because he knows that Soto's going to hit a home run and wants to rob him of an RBI. But clearly there's something going on with Lindor.
There's something going on.
And there clearly is something going on with Soto because this is Lindor back in February. Was there a lack of clubhouse chemistry?
We've always pulled for each other. We always wanted what's best for each other. We all best friends. That's not how it works in the clubhouse, but we are friends. We're good teammates. We care for each other. We love each other, and we want the best for each other. And we have a lot of new faces here that guys seem like they're gonna work hard and they're gonna do whatever it takes to win. Ultimately that's what it comes down to. It's all about winning. Everybody pulling in the same direction.
All right, so there's two things there. No issues. We don't have to all love each other.
But he did include that.
But clearly, there's no love lost between himself and Soto. And then you see all the trades that happened during the offseason. We've heard about chemistry. And when you see guys get dealt, Alonso, McNeil, Nimmo, were they a problem with the chemistry? Well, no. It looks like if there was chemistry problems, it was between Lindor and Soto. So now you're moving guys that maybe were Lindor guys? Were they moved because they were Soto guys? You start to just wonder.
Alonso, I feel like we should take out of this. I think. Do we really think Alonso has anything to do with that? Wasn't Alonso just a matter of
I think you're right. Alonso was a guy that Stearns didn't really want. He hits the biggest home run in franchise history. We got to bring him back.
Yep.
And they won 83 games. They didn't bring him back. You're probably right. Good job.
It was not only that. They brought him back for two reasons. One, yes, because of the fan reaction. Remember, the owner got booed at that fan fest, and that didn't sit well with him. And on top of it, when you sign Soto and Soto looks at the lineup, that's how the story goes. He looked at the lineup and said, "We're going to add anything to this?" Knowing that he needs protection in the lineup. So that's what motivated bringing Alonso back. Those two things.
Right.
But it was never going to be long-term because you could just tell.
Sure.
Stearns couldn't wait to get to the team that he wanted to build, which is what this team is.
And we know that McNeil and Lindor had a bit of a back and forth too. So now it just kind of builds into what is the problem with this team. And it feels like Lindor is the bigger problem. He's struggling. He's forgetting how many outs there are, getting picked off of first base, coming off a year last year where he committed more errors than ever did in his career. He's an A-plus defender, was not last year. And people need to remember, too, this was Cohen's first big deal. He traded for Lindor when he could have waited for him to become a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Traded for him. And then gives him the 10-year contract extension. So I'm sure Steve Cohen's like, listen, if Lindor's a problem, he ain't going anywhere. He's my guy. Figure this out. I'm sure that's what Cohen's saying, and then Stearns is trying to figure it out by moving pieces and doing things that, because he can't do the obvious. If there are two guys that don't get along with each other, these are the two best players on the team, two of the highest paid players on the team. You can't move them. They're pillars, not going anywhere. So who is going to figure this out, guys? Because clearly the players have no appetite to do it.
No,
they seem to want to let everybody know that they have problems with each other.
We all know who I think this falls on first.
Okay.
And that's the manager.
All right, let's analyze that aspect, because you're not wrong.
It's on Mendoza to, A, acknowledge it and not pretend it doesn't exist. B, confront it and deal with it immediately.
Okay.
And then hold the players accountable when they don't.
Now,
but I don't know if he's got that kind of power.
Well, I want to dive deeper into that.
Can we?
Yeah.
When we come back from Peter breaking down, we're not messing around here, Peter.
It's the Elite Eight.
Welcome to the Elite Eight.
And I'm saying
a bold statement was made earlier today.
Yeah, I feel strongly about this. I know others may disagree, and that's fine. I believe this is the maybe strongest, most diverse Elite Eight in the history of Drop Madness.
Wow.
That's how strongly I feel about these incredible competitors who have done what they can to perform. We get started. I'll let you play them, Jacob, because I can't find them. We start in the Flub region, where, of course, we have maybe the overall number one seed in the tournament.
25 a month.
Don Hahn and Rosenberg with you until 7.
In your ears. Get Optimum famously fast.
Up against the 3 seed.
Harbog.
Disgusted with this.
Don, why do you hate Harbog?
Because then he knocked out St. John's.
Did you try to tip the scale for that one, or you let it go on its own?
I really didn't think I had to, because I really hate that Richard drop.
Why? How could you hate that?
Because it's him being dumb. Who cares?
Harbog.
So I didn't think I had to, and then I was doing the show. I'm like, oh, it's ENN. Let me check and see how it's doing, and I was flabbergasted.
How no tolerance.
How
for-
big
for
did Harbog
stupidity.
win?
What was it, Anthony? It was significant, right?
I'll go back and check, but it wasn't close.
Yeah, it wasn't
Felt like
close.
it was a landslide.
Well, that's tough.
Well, Richard out.
We go to the funny region, the 1 seed. Little yo-yo monkey boy. He wanted me to jump up and make the jokey so the people go laugh time. This is why the committee got this so good. That's the 1 seed up against the 2 seed.
You got the job, you ass.
That's a good one.
It's
That's a
really is
really good
good.
matchup.
That's prime time tonight.
Well, Marco lost. It was 54-46, so it was a lot closer.
That's a good effort. So that Vape Ape Rant versus Don Job Ya Ass. And again, it's going to be an uphill battle for Vape Ape Rant. We know the favorite in every matchup is Don
There
yelling.
is a formula.
It's not only yelling. This is a combo. It's yelling and cursing. Like he's, it's got a little slight curse in there.
And you also found the nuance of the ya.
Yeah.
The placement of the ya.
Ass is just, it's insane. So, but listen, Vape Ape, that has made Don laugh
like
out loud
Vape Ape
more
a lot.
than anything I've heard.
No,
Maybe
I've got a dog in the fight, but still, I love Vape.
Now, troubling region, the 1 seed. I had diarrhea that you dream about.
Again, this Pusick is the well-placed. Oh,
Yeah,
like that- it's what makes that drop more than anything. It's funny, and then it's funnier because of Pusick.
Well, guess what? It's Pusick versus Pusick, the 2 seed. You suck, Pusick. That is.
That one, by the way, has a huge following.
Yeah, no,
like, you suck Pusick has become like the Cinderella of this whole thing.
Nah,
the
it's
darling of the tournament.
Yeah, can you imagine one shining moment, them cutting the nets down, you suck Pusick at the end? People doubted, and then it would just be special. We go to the nether region, and these to me could be 2 of the most powerful drops of the tournament, the 1 seed.
This is college football.
This is.
I still laugh. I still laugh now.
Oh my God.
How do I still laugh?
I know.
I've heard it
We've heard it a
1,000
million
times.
times.
And I
it
was-
never gets old.
And I was trying to explain to Marco how Holy Cannoli lost.
Oh, no.
And Nancy's like, to what? And I said, Carlin choking. She's like, why would Carlin choking win? And I couldn't even do it justice. I said, you got to hear it. If you heard it, you would understand.
You'd understand. To hear a man nearly lose his life while just trying to call a game.
Right.
It's not something you expect to hear every day.
And the callous playing of the music. Like, they're playing out his death.
Yeah, they're playing him out. Now, stop
That's
taking
exactly what happened.
Stop taking
When the
so
mu-
long to die.
When the music comes up, I swear, I'm just seeing a producer panicking, going, just play the music. Play it out. Play it out.
It's too good.
Best part is Maggie Gray said this week, since she's been on with Carlin, that she heard it and asked a day later if he was okay.
I get it. It's troubling. It's up against, though, a really, this is the best Richard team we've seen, and it's the 7 seed.
Take it off. Take it all off.
Richard sounding like he's committing sexual assault.
Carlin has
Carlin.
tweeted.
Yep.
Time for Richard to hit the bricks.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
So this case, wow, these matchups find strange bedfellows. Don was anti-Carlin the other day. Now he's lined up with Carlin.
Me too.
To take out Richard.
I'm face painting for Carlin in this game.
All right, so you have Don interrupting the commercial versus Harbog. You got the Vape Ape Rant against Don's Got the Job, you ass. Diarrhea Like You Dream About against You Suck Pusick. And Carlin choking against Richard's Take It Off. All these drops, just you know what they all are the second you say them. That's what makes them special. Go vote right now. DHR on ESPN. Yep. That's on Twitter. Vote in the Elite 8. All right? You have till 6:20.
All right, so your thoughts on the Mets and Yankees, and also I want to give a little more on what Mendoza can do about this problem. 1-800-919-3776. Just getting started. Don Hahn and Rosenberg. Take up till 7 on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works. Place any bet with FanDuel using your Bet Reset token. And if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. So visit FanDuel.com/local to sign up today. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works. Place any bet with FanDuel using your Bet Reset token. And if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. FanDuel, play your game. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369.
If you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Right now, beef tenderloin is only $10 a pound, and Atlantic salmon portions are just $9.98 a pound. That's serious value on awesome quality cuts. Plus, Wild Fork offers over 450 meat and seafood options, all blast frozen to lock in freshness and flavor. Visit one of their 7 stores across Long Island and New Jersey, or get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. It's a rough ride on the LIE westbound. Lower level heading over to the BQE in Queens. Crash out there in the right lane. You're solid from Maurice Avenue. Eastbound side, just a lot of extra company heading toward the Cross Island. You're bumper to bumper there from Utopia Parkway. After that, looking good eastbound. No big delays heading through Nassau County. Great ride heading toward the outbound George on the southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound, just a bit bunched up in the 140s. Inbound George, stick with the upper deck. No road work to slow you down. It's a quiet ride. Lower level will run you about 10 to 15 minutes. Just picked up an accident on the span. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels about 10 to 15 minutes each. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by tax relief advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087 or simply visit TRA.com.
So Alan's right. If there's something going on between Lindor and Soto that's affecting the team, and we don't know that for a fact, but it does feel like there's tension there, kind of makes sense for the manager to step in and say, guys, let's grow up here. Let's get to work. But Mendoza's never been a manager before this stint with the Mets. He's in his third year. So really, it's only 2 years as being a manager. How much gravitas does he have in that room? Now, he was part of a team. He was the manager of the team that went to Game 6 of the League Championship Series. Soto was not there for that, but Lindor certainly was. But I just wonder now, in the new era of not just sports, but also baseball, like, you're going to have backing. You're going to have backing of your general manager and your owner if you're going to be able to do that. And I look at Stearns, and he's only been here a handful of years as well, and he doesn't look like a guy that's going to be getting any players' faces. I actually think the guy that should say something is Cohen. He's the billionaire that paid these guys all this money. He's the one that wanted Lindor. It wasn't Stearns that traded for him. Cohen was the guy that was really pulling the strings, wanted Lindor, gave him the 10-year contract extension after the trade, and then you gave all that money to Soto. Like, wouldn't it mean more if he walked in the room and said, all right, guys, it's ridiculous. I've literally paid you like $1 billion each to go out there and play baseball for me. Let's grow up here.
Yes.
I think you only feel like that goes farther than Mendoza or Stearns.
Well, who else? Again, he's the one guy, though, that has clout. Like, this would be, Steinbrennian. This is what you have to do. Is we got a problem here? Because it's all I'm seeing on my timeline. Do we have a problem? Do we need to split you two up? Do we should I now start trying to trade one of you? And we all know which one will be easier to trade. Like, that's the stuff.
But still
you
not
do,
easy to trade.
Is you ask them, like, straight up, like, if this is going to be a problem, then we're going to have to move one of you. Who wants out? Because this can't go on. Like, he has to have the stones to say that to two superstars on his team that he's paying a boatload of money to. And he can't be afraid of an answer. He can't be afraid to get an answer from one of them, maybe even Soto, who might go, you know what? Yeah, you might have to move one of us. Okay. If that's what I got to do, then that's what I got to do. Why let it fester? Why let it
But I don't know if that's an option.
No. See, again, you have to understand. You can't let the players think that I can't trade either one of you because it's going to be hard to do. No.
You have to at least present that you're going to.
You have to present it as if I'm willing to do it. You have to show them that you're not going to put up with this crap. Make them call you on it. But I don't know if he's going to do it, but you're right, Don. There's no one else that can. I don't know if Mendoza's that kind of guy or if they would take him seriously. He's been there a minute, yes. A little bit of blood in the ground, but not nearly enough for him to have the ability to challenge them with them thinking, I better take him seriously. Like, this isn't like a high school coach that's like, I'll bench you or I'll make you run sprints. These guys are making an insane amount of money. They don't look at coaching. So all the calls we're going to get from people are like, I'm a high school coach and this is what I would do. Guys, God bless. This is not the same thing. This is apples and oranges. This is not even apples and oranges. This is apples and Mars. Like, they're completely different things. And one is much bigger than the other. This goes to the highest level. This is an executive order. That's what this has to be. And the only one person that can issue that is the guy that owns the franchise. It is on Steve Cohen to nip this in the bud now.
I think it likely should be a Steve Cohen conversation. I think the idea this always runs up against like feeling like we're being old men on the lawn. Like I don't want players to make money. I'm all good with I'm all good with the players making $1 gazillion. That's not my issue. But what you can't do as a sport is say, since our players make $1 gazillion, no one can talk to them about anything. They can't be coached in any way. The privilege is
they can't be threatened.
The privilege is you get paid a ton of money for this sweet job. Mm-hmm. That does not mean you manage the team. That is not. If you want to do that, create your own baseball league, and you are the boss of that league. But in this case, you are a very well-paid employee who needs to learn from your supervisors the way any of us do at a job. And so it's kind of a shame that it can't be Mendoza, and this has to go probably all the way to the top. And this is where baseball sort of needs to figure itself out, because a lot of times these young managers they're bringing in these young managers to be like players coaches. Yeah. Part of that should be, you're a players coach, not just because you're friendly with everyone, but because you're cool enough and understand the vibe enough to know how to put your you-know-what on the table sometimes and say, like, guys, are we going to man up or not? Because if this is in fact what's going on, and it must be at this point, because it's the easiest thing to quell. I mean, Soto and Lindor could have put out an Instagram post together 5 days ago ending this if they wanted to. They're letting it go and go and go, so something's really here. Something has to get done about it. The thing that is making me crazy, though, my algorithm is just filled with the fans being like, all right, we've seen enough from Lindor. Time to move on. Let's go. That is an insane thought process at this moment already. It would not make sense. So are you telling me, Don, is there a world in which they unloaded other players they otherwise would have kept because of Lindor, because they thought Lindor had a problem with them? But really, Lindor had the biggest problem with Soto, and they knew that problem wasn't going anywhere. So they said, we're going to move these other guys. Hope it works out with Soto. I don't know how. We're scared to talk to them. Let's just hope it works itself out. Are they that incompetent? It can't be. It cannot be that.
No, it can't be. And I think the reason that they did move at least McNeil is because of the fact that you can't trade Lindor. And also, you shouldn't want to. I know he was bad defensively last year. I get that. And he can be frustrating. He always starts out slow. But do we forget about the Grand Slam home run against the Phillies? I mean, he's still one of the best shortstops in baseball. You know, it's somebody to build around. You got to work this out.
And before the fan base, I just want to remind everyone, before the fan base decided he was a villain in the last week and that it's definitely him, he's the problem, get rid of him. By the way, why? Why get rid of him? I wonder why that is. Could it be because Soto at this moment when this is happening, Soto's batting 346, he's batting under 200. So Lindor's got to go.
Exactly.
No,
you forget about the fact that
I don't
Lindor,
think it's that.
But Lindor was a beloved Met 5 seconds ago.
Peter, I don't think it's that. I think it's Lindor's been here longer, and we've kind of seen
that's
the
fair.
results.
We've seen the
Soto
ceiling.
Just got here, and he's a megastar, and we just paid him a ton of money, and maybe it's time we move on to him. Look, this is so typical of every. I told you yesterday, Don. Right? I had a fan stop me in Penn Station and tell me why the Knicks need to move on from Jalen Brunson. Like this is always going to happen when you're just not happy in the moment. First thing fans do is get rid of him, get him out of here. To me, I'm only focusing on this relationship issue. Fans are going to fan. They're going to overreact. They're going to take their sides. They're going to do all the things that they do. In the end, all they care about is winning. So if these two hated each other and the Mets were 6-0, nobody'd care. It would almost be a joke. It would be like a running joke. They hate each other so much they're trying to outdo each other on the field, and it's actually benefiting the Mets. All right. The problem is that there's some suggestion that it's affecting the play of the team. That's, as an owner, where I draw the line. You guys don't have to love each other.
No.
You don't have to be best friends. And you can have your stalls on opposite ends of the clubhouse, so you don't even have to look at each other. But when you step on that field, you're trying to win collectively. And if you're doing things or there's something getting in the way of it, even if it's just the vibe between the two of you that's got the room divided and guys don't know how to walk around either one of you, that's affecting our team. that's when I step in and say, we got to fix this.
Well, and also, let's not forget, guys, it's easier to bash Lindor and want Lindor gone if you're a Met fan. You're never going to say that about Soto. A, he's the better player, and B, you love the fact that you got him. You stole him away from the Yankees. He's your guy.
Oh, yeah.
You hung on the rim. And what, a year later, you're going to say, I don't want this guy? So you kind of have to, at least this early on, throw your support to Juan Soto. The fact is, I think they're both wrong. What happened on opening day is all on Soto. He could have sucked it up and hugged the guy. Didn't do it because he wants the world to know, I don't like him.
He was the first. Remember, that was the thing. Lindor was the first one introduced because he's batting first.
Right.
Then Soto comes out and decides we're just going to do a gentleman handshake while everybody else gets hugs and daps. The whole world saw that.
Well, and this is also the byproduct of, you can have a suite. You have your family walk around and run around the stadium, and now you think you own the place, and now he wants he's a troublemaker with this. They both got to suck it up. They both got to figure out a way to make this work because they're not going anywhere, and you're not going to have another season thrown away. You had won 83 games last year. Your general manager said, I don't think you guys were good enough. I'm going to change it in my own image. So if they have another lousy season, Mendoza's gone. All of a sudden, Stearns is on alert because that would have meant all of his moves backfired, and we could be in big-time trouble with his franchise. And if those guys do a bad job, they deserve to get fired. But it shouldn't be over this. It shouldn't be about this. This is stupid. This is ego garbage. This is look-at-me garbage that should not exist. You're well paid. You're both outstanding at what you do. You're on a team that's built to win. Go out and do it so you don't have lunch together. So you're on the opposite sides of the clubhouse. Who cares? Not asking you to love each other. Just win. 1-800-919-3776. Tons of calls to get to. A lot of things on the table. That Guy Thursday, 4:30. Full ENN at 6. Take you up to Dan Gross at 7 on ESPN New York.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Hey fans, on Sunday, April 19th, when the Yankees take on the Royals, take your family out to the ballpark for the chance to receive a very special kids giveaway. It's Hershey Park Kids Ticket Giveaway Day. The first 10,000 kids, 14 and younger in attendance, will receive a Hershey Park Kids ticket, courtesy of Hershey Park. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. That's the Yankees and Royals on Hershey Park Kids Ticket Giveaway Day, Sunday, April 19th. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Plumbers,
Today will be a good day. You will be profitable. Your clients will be nice. No one will stand over you and tell you how to fix the thing they actually hired you to fix. You will also feel at peace after switching to Progressive, America's #1 commercial auto insurer. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, #1 commercial auto insurer from the NAIC's 2024 National Premium Data.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
We don't, Don. The thing is, we don't want to be great anymore. You know what everyone collectively wants, guys. One,
what happened?
2, 3. Let's be good.
Be good.
That's it.
I just was telling Don that the Washington Wizards apologized for their bit yesterday, where on April Fools they seemingly what it looked like was they took a fan and had him shoot a blindfolded shot for $10,000
from half court.
While he's blindfolded, goes over the backboard. Everyone cheers as if he won. They pull out the check. He's holding the check. They show the replay. He sees the replay of it hitting the backboard. They take the check away. People, instead of being able to laugh at this being funny, they freaked out to the point that the Wizards had to apologize, and it was a complete bit. Even the contestant was a work. It was a plant. He worked for the Wizards. It was a complete joke just for entertainment.
See,
and they had to apologize.
Wait. If that was a skit, what are we apologizing for?
Because people were offended by it.
Because.
Oh, stop it. It's not your money. That wasn't your $10,000.
I know.
You didn't shoot the ball. It was a skit.
It was a skit that was picked up, I think, by Barstool.
Went everywhere, yeah.
It went
nobody
viral.
Knew. No.
And everybody got hooked. Everybody bought it. It was one of the great April Fool's jokes of all time because everybody bought it.
Wait. So when they do the silly bit where the guy gets down on his knee to propose and the girl runs away, right? You know those that they do.
Yeah,
in the arena sometimes?
that could hurt someone too, and they have to
and
apologize.
she runs away,
There it is.
and it's
on TV again right now.
Yeah,
I'm watching the guy. By the way, even if that guy wasn't in on the bit, and it was just April Fool's,
oh, that'd be rough.
No, I'd be fine with it. As long as they give him some tickets and $500, whatever.
What they did in the video is they gave him an autographed jersey.
Which, by the way, I'd be fine with.
Well, it's the Wizards, though.
Well, yeah, who is
but you could understand, especially in this climate, like somebody thinks he won $10,000 and you take it from him, that could feel like
that's
a bad thing.
But once you find out that it was a skit, what is your outrage?
Well, but no.
What are you upset about?
But they probably didn't find out it was a skit until the Wizards apologized.
Okay. Well, that's what the Wizards say then. They just simply say, hey, for those who didn't know, it was April Fool's Day, and it was a skit. The contestant was involved. We apologize to no one. You're welcome for the entertainment. Have a nice day.
That is not the tone they decided to go with.
Right, yeah. But this was the statement. We apologize for last night's April Fool's joke that left many wondering if we had misled a fan.
Yeah.
The skit involving our mascot and other members of our performance team was scripted and intended to celebrate the day. All participants were in on the joke, but we missed the mark. No, you hit the mark.
You nailed it.
Perfect.
You nailed it.
Nailed it.
Our fans are our priority, and we continue to be committed to providing a positive experience to all who attend our games. This is the problem where we are right now. Alan is right. All you had to do is say, it was a work. It was a skit. Nobody was hurt. So if you want to issue that statement so people aren't killing you for something that didn't actually happen, because I can understand people being in a way like this guy thought he won $10,000.
Again, I'm fine with it.
And it was taken from him. That's fine, but you can also understand other people not being
I would
fine
never
with
write about it, but sure.
But once you let the world know, I just fooled everybody. I fooled people in the building. I fooled people that follow Barstool. All of our fans. We say because that's the problem. You can't do it on April Fool's Day anymore because everybody's got their radar up.
Mm-hmm. Except for this one.
And now they nail it and they turn around and ruin it by apologizing.
Here's the problem. In Washington, they're called the Lizards, right? Because you can't put a W in front of anything there.
No.
It's their rare win. That was a Tim McMahon joke that I stole. But it's a rare win for the Wizards. It was great. That was epic.
A rare dub.
Epic. And they had to back off because some people didn't get the joke.
It just takes the fun out of everything.
You ruined it. All right? Congratulations, social media. Once again, you ruined it. And I know because I saw this morning there were some members of the media that were, of course, calling them out. And, again, we clutch our pearls and start, making signs and marching about something that you don't even know anything about.
But that's
leave
the
it
art
alone.
of it. Let them write articles. Let them destroy
that was
you.
The point.
And then you just turn around and go, nope. The kid was in on the joke. We got you, suckers.
But I get it. When things get really loud, people panic. And I get it. I've been there. I've said things and people start getting loud. And I'm like, I have to back off of this in some way.
One of my friends in PR, I'm going to tell them you guys made a mistake.
But if you just wait it out.
What you're saying.
But if you just wait it out, just wait it out.
But once you say that he was in on it, now they're crying for a victim that doesn't exist anymore.
There is no
So then
victim.
it's over. There's no victim.
No. You know who the victim is, Don? It's you. You were the victim because you fell for it.
Right.
There is no victim. That wasn't your 10 grand. It wasn't you. It wasn't about you. But like I said, today's society, it's you see something happen and you go, and people start to get outraged. And how can I make this about me? How can I make this about me?
I could be in on this.
That's literally what happened.
And you gotta wonder too.
Ridiculous.
If the outrage is from social media, is it really outrage? Because they're all bitter anyway. I know. Back in the day, if you wrote letters to the editor, you had to take
time.
A good 30 minutes, spend a little of your dough, right?
Yeah.
Stationery, envelope,
guys,
stamps.
Guys, yesterday, here was my experience with social media yesterday.
Oh.
There was a video moving around of a popular wrestler named Io Sky doing.
I saw this. Yeah.
Doing a move called a suicide dive.
I thought she died.
You thought she died?
No, when I
know.
First impact,
I get it.
That on her head.
A suicide dive. You basically one person's outside the ring, the other person runs across the ring and dives, hands out into a swimming pool between the second and third rope,
right,
with the goal of clearing their body between the two ropes, parallel to the ground, and hitting the person. She, like many others, I see it happen, clipped the ropes on her way through. So as a result, instead of going straight, you plunge directly to the floor head first. This move gets used all the time. So in my opinion, not only is it incredibly dangerous, but nobody even cares when you do it because they see it 5 times a night. Mm-hmm. When I saw this clip of Io nearly breaking her neck, I I reposted it, and I admit my tone was a little bit. I had just woken up, probably didn't craft it perfect. My tone was a little bit like, "Oh, I'm so smart," and I was basically said, "This is why I tell wrestlers at Evolve and even some on the main roster to not bother with the suicide dive. In 2026, no one cares for it, and it's really dangerous." All it took was a couple of wrestlers sort of like poo-pooing what I said.
Shut It, Peter was my favorite.
Yeah, Bailey, I don't know yet if Bailey was joking or being serious. Because here's the thing. So Bailey says, "Shut it, Peter," right? And then another one, Brody King, said, "Don't tell me what to do, Pete," right? Because the two wrestlers talk trash to me, the avalanche that then comes afterwards of everyone telling me I have no right to even say a word. You know, if I haven't wrestled, guys, 5,000 matches, right. if I wasn't a wrestler in 1967, I can't tell you that a move is stupid and dangerous. Of course, I ended up reaching out to Brody King and being like, "Yo, dude, did you mean this?" Because, you know, a whole avalanche of people. He was like, "What?" I was totally kidding. I didn't even know what you're talking about. People can't read tone on Twitter.
No,
so
no sarcasm.
You're lucky they can read.
So if one person calls you out who's in a position of authority, guess what? All the other jabroni pumpleducks, they're jumping down your throat all day.
Hang on.
All day.
Jabroni pumpleducks?
Yeah. We haven't heard from him in a while.
It's a while. It's
been so that's a thing, jabroni pumpleduck.
I don't remember I don't know where it came from.
That's
jabroni pumpleduck. Yeah,
okay,
you know,
it does exist.
Yeah, it does exist.
Wow.
It's a drop.
It's like my Yo-Yo Bumchuck.
It's like Yo-Yo Bumchuck and his brother, Jabroni Pumpleduck.
What about Butch Yo-Yo?
Well, Butch Yo-Yo, great
Butch
player.
Yo-Yo's their manager.
Yeah.
They're a tag team.
That's an unbelievable tag
Butch
team. Yeah,
Yo-Yo.
that's a strange pull tag team.
Right.
No question.
Instead of walking around with like a tennis racket, he walks around like with a cricket bat.
His name's Butch.
Okay.
Butch Yo-Yo.
Oh, wow. We got drops for everything. It's all here.
Butch Yo-Yo.
We'll see who advances to the Final Four coming up a little bit later on. That'll be at 6 o'clock. We've got a That Guy Thursday at 4:30, but we want to get more into the Cam Schlittler of it all because he is really doing some really special stuff, and the Yankees are off to a 5-1 start. We'll dive into that. Got to get into a few other things as well, including the Knicks didn't win by my predicted 135-86, but they handled business against the Grizz.
They almost got to 135.
Well, so did everybody.
They almost scored 86 in the first half.
Last
night was a joke.
There's going to be a team that scores 200 points, aging, especially this year.
Done.
What did Celtics, 153 last night?
80 at the half.
Yeah, no, it last night was another example of the embarrassment of the NBA in the final quarter of a regular season.
Yeah.
And we're going to add two more teams now that don't want to win.
They're going to need the postseason to start post-haste. Don Hahn and Rosenberg take it till 7 o'clock here on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hardworking, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Weird. Again, people don't seem to get it. All right, Nate sends a tweet about the Wizards thing on April Fool's Day.
All right.
He says, they didn't nail it, fellas. When we thought it was real, the thing that upset people was that the gift that they offered was horrible. Last Wizards autographed jersey worth anything was Jordan. And courtside tickets are only $200 to $300. We didn't know it was a skit. No big deal, though. Laugh out loud. They nailed it. The fact that you bought into any of it and got upset and tweeted, that means it worked. It was perfect. And then they could have flipped it and said, April Fools.
To be obvious. They're not supposed to be obvious. They're not supposed to come with a disclaimer of, hey, this is a joke coming. Get ready. No,
they 100% nailed it because they suckered you into thinking that it was real and got you upset. The fact that they apologize is where they screwed up. All they had to do was send out a release and say, no harm, no foul, guys. April Fools. The guy was in on it. He works for us. It was a bit. You bought it. Ha, April Fools.
Mm-hmm.
But then you apologize, and then we just become weak sauce again. Surprised they're not going to ban April Fools now.
I know, right? Why not? Why have April Fools?
Cancel
People are going to be
April
hurt.
Fools. Just cancel it.
Sad. I liked what they did. Good for the Wizards.
Yeah,
Thought they caught a dub. A rare dub, as you pointed out.
But they're Wizards, so when they win, they lose.
That's
They
the thing.
still lose.
That part was very Wizards-like.
Now, I do want to mention to you that Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey.
I see what you did.
Because when it's game time.
It's Tully time.
Coverage of the Rangers Canadians begins on 10:50 at 6:30. And we will join the Lakers Thunder in progress after that. That's not nothing.
Big game. That's a big game.
That's a nice game right there.
Mets are in San Francisco to face the Giants with coverage on 880 following Ty Butler at 9. Now, the reason Ty Butler's on because apparently Rick doesn't work anymore. Dan Grasso was in this morning.
No.
A lot of chemistry. Rick, I'm just telling you, a lot of chemistry between the two.
Oh, boy.
They're feeling it.
Why would you do that?
The Devils host the Capitals on ESPN+. That's why I'm here today. And that game will be at 7:30. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew. Try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. On the other side, you got the Yankees, 5-1. Not tearing the cover off the ball, but getting the job done. But the pitching, Allen. No Rendon, no Cole, no problem. It's insane. I know it's only two teams, but, Seattle almost went to the World Series last year, okay?
Yeah, that's an offense.
And so you don't feel bad about that. Now, San Francisco, I don't know how good San Francisco is. They did take 2 out of 3 from San Diego after getting swept by the Yankees, but I don't care who it is. Sweet Sisters of the Poor. They're getting the job done and are only going to get better.
Well, that's what you're hoping for, only get better, right? Like you're seeing like the ERA is what, 1? Max Fried has been lights out. Like he even talked about it during spring training. Max Fried, remember, they bring him in, and it took him a while to feel comfortable as a Yankee and dealing with everything that comes with being in New York. But he said coming into spring training this year that he felt like, all right, I'm a Yankee. Like it felt more authentic for him. So there's a comfort to him. I thought he had a little bit of a bulldog attitude about him in the last start. Like just, you could see it. Like he was a very aggressive. It's not typical of him either. Now, all this matters in October. Yes, we'll keep saying that. But still, good to see him right out of the gate looking dominant as an ace. And then Schlittler. It goes beyond, to me, how well he's pitched as well. I mean, hasn't allowed a run or a walk in 11-plus innings. Are you kidding me? Right out of the gate. Excellent. Weathers was the pickup in the offseason. He's also, he looked good. So, but I think it's the first two names that I'm mentioning to you, and then the bullpen on top of it. Let's add that to it as well. That's what gets you excited, because for the Yankees, it's always been about the pitching. Can they ever figure it out? Can they ever get a strong rotation, and can they ever get the bullpen right? Because when the Yankees are at their best, it's usually because of pitching and bullpen. And it's very early in the season, but early returns are. It's a good look. And on top of it, how do we feel about what Schlittler said when it comes to being a Yankee? What do you think of him saying, everybody hates us because we're the Yankees, and he likes it that way? That he welcomes it. Remember, it's a Massachusetts kid.
Right.
Red Sox fans all around him. Before he made his first start against them, he was getting all the threats and all the stuff. And he said that only motivated me. It didn't intimidate me. It actually turned it up even more. Now I really want to beat this team. The Yankees, with Aaron Judge as the leader and the face of the franchise, they have been, I don't want to say boring, but you know what I mean. They've been very corporate. And they brought in Jazz to give them a little bit of personality because they needed it. But
emphasis on little bit.
Well,
it's just a little. It's a little.
But he came in and he definitely is giving you a little flamboyance. But Schlittler is giving you another part of it, which is more of that attitude, snarl. I think it's something that should be, just embraced, welcomed. You'll love it. Now, the kid's got to hold up his end of the bargain. He's already doing some barking. That's good. But I think is breath of fresh air the right way to put it, guys? There's just something that it has added to the Yankee clubhouse, to the Yankee team, that goes beyond Aaron Judge, who is basically stoic and aw shucks and humble, which is great. But every now and then, come on, you're the Yankees. Swing it a little. This kid's doing it.
It's something that Peter and I used to tell Michael all the time. Michael, just own being Yankee boy. Because you're not going to win the Met fan over. They're going to think you're Yankee boy no matter what you do. And you might tick off a few Yankee fans that you're not Yankee boy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of the same thing with the Yankee players. Don't try to win over non-Yankee fans. They're going to hate you, whether it's jealousy or whatever. They're not going to like you. You put on a Yankee uniform, they're not going to like you.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankee fan is going to love you. So own it. Be honest. Now, I think, Jazz goes maybe a little extra, but whatever. That's his personality. What's wrong with that? Yankee fans are going to love it as long as he hits. They're going to love Cam as long as he pitches. All right? That's all the Yankee fans are going to care about is the result.
Exactly.
But to sit there and go, well, let's be corporate. Let's not try to rock the boat too much. We don't want to tick off everybody else. Why? They hate you anyway.
Yep.
You're not going to win them over because, and again, I can only speak for myself. My hatred of the Yankees, and I still, not as much as I did when I was a kid, because now, with the business, you grow up, it's a different story.
Yeah.
But I'm no Yankee fan, and most of it's based on the jealousy of them winning all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have as much a hatred for them when Stump Merrill was the manager, and they're losing 90 games every year.
You didn't really hate the Yankees in the late 80s.
But 33 consecutive winning seasons, people are going to get a little ticked off, and it's going to come from jealousy. But whatever it is,
they hate you because they ain't you. Is it definitely the attitude that you have to embrace sometimes?
Or Red Sox fans, you know what? You're in their division. Blue Jays, not winning them over, all right?
No.
Are you a Yankee fan or are you not a Yankee fan? Very few people are sitting on the fence. So if you got something to say it. I know it's not their way, and as long as you're not, breaking something that you're not, trying to be something that you're not,
right?
You got something to say? Say it.
Right.
Show some personality.
I love
You
it.
don't need a guy that's talking and it's like, hey, bud, like you're a middle reliever. You give me a third of an inning every now and then. Like you need to dial it down. Like what you want though is a young phenom starter. Which, by the way, again, help me out here because I'm really bad at history. But I'm trying to think of these homegrown pitchers that we've heard about over the years, right? Can you help me like with the names? When was the last time? Phil Hughes? Like, who was the last?
Hughes, Betances, Benuelos, Ian Kennedy.
Yeah, but come on. Like,
I'm just,
Who's at this level, though? Who came in with this?
Jabba.
Yeah, and again, where did that go? Jabba had some people excited early, but he ended up being another guy that ended up in the bullpen.
Mom, if
right?
you're talking about a homegrown Yankee that came in
the last
and made an
pitcher
impact, it begins and ends to me with Andy Pettitte in recent vintage. It's been a problem.
That's what I'm trying to think of is who can, and Phil Hughes, though, did have a good start.
He did.
Right? The beginning was good for him.
Yes.
That's the last I can remember. But even Phil Hughes, he didn't have fire about him, right? He didn't have something about him, some stuff about him made you feel like he's got the making. And other people have said that. I was reading a story about him. I remember a couple of weeks ago during spring training when it was clear that he showed up and whatever you saw at the end of last season, he picked up where he left off. The stuff is still there. And, him talking about how much he likes the confrontation of fans and all, he loves that stuff. So the thinking was he has the stuff to be an ace, but he also has the personality to be that as well. A guy that is what CC Sabathia was, what Roger Clemens was, that not only am I going to strike you out and let you hear about it, I'm going to intimidate you with my attitude. Schlittler's a big kid, so he's not backing down from anybody. And it's something I feel like the Yankees have lacked this. They really haven't had this. And so if I'm rooting for anything this season, I'm rooting for this to not be a short-lived thing. I'm rooting for this to become, this is who he really is, and he's going to prove that this season when he pitches the entire year. That they need this just as much as they need Ben Rice to be for real too, because he's off to a pretty good start.
Listen, they ran it back for a reason. All right, offensively, they're a good team. Now, what happens in the playoffs, it's the playoffs. They've had better offensive teams struggle in the postseason. But you've got to get through the 162, score the most runs last year, you run it back. Even if Grisham turns out to not be what he was last year, you still have Stanton, you still have Judge, you still have Bellinger.
Mm-hmm.
Caballero, I'm telling you, is going to take Volpe's job. Rice, Wells, Grisham, you're great offensively. And the bullpen has always been stellar under Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman's blind spot has always been developing starting pitching. We see names come up, and then they fizzle out and they disappear.
Yeah.
And what do they got to do? Well, we got to give Max Fried money. We got to give Cole money. Got to go out and pay Rodon. Like that's, and even going back to when the dynasty times, go get Clemens, go get Wells, go get Jimmy Key, go get CC Sabathia. Outside of Andy Pettitte, they never really brought a guy up that was dominant and stayed dominant. This has the chance to be something really special where you're looking at Schlittler, Fried, Cole, Rodon, and then Warren?
Yep.
And Warren goes to the bullpen come postseason, and you're looking at, 4 studs.
No, that's what I mean. Think about it. And Schlittler being the young one, so he's never really been a number one. But Fried, Cole, Rodon, they've all kind of had that role in their careers. When was the last time the Yankees had a pitching staff like this? God willing, stay healthy. When was the last time they went into a playoff series where you would look at each pitching matchup and have to feel like we're at least even every night?
Yeah. And most nights, you're going to have the better lineup.
Offensively, yeah. You would think so.
This can make this Yankee team special. Now,
this could be a special
It
year.
has been the offense in the postseason where it gets shut down. But a lot of that game, that's why they got Cole. It's like, hey, it's the postseason. It's not so much that our offense struggles. It's that now you're going up against better pitching and the games are more low scoring.
Strategy.
So we've got to go out and get studs to pitch so that we can win those 2-1 games.
Right.
Because we're not going to be able to go out and hit 5 home runs and score 10, 12 runs and then it won't matter. But now I think you have that. And now finally somebody that's homegrown that can be pretty special. Again, it's only 6 games. It's very early, and how you navigate through the injuries. But for them to have literally the best pitching staff in baseball through the first week, and 2 of their studs haven't even thrown a pitch yet.
And imagine if this keeps up for a couple of months, the level of expectation. Oh, it's going to be fun to watch from the outside.
You know what's coming.
Oh,
right,
if they actually stay healthy for a while, get Garrett Cole back, it is going to be. I mean, you better sweep the World Series. People won't even want to see games.
Oh no! I think sometime in July we'll start deciding which day the parade's going to be.
Yeah, there'll be no conversation about it.
And what do we do and say to get back at the Dodgers for everything they did a couple of 2 years ago? Oh, I'm ready for all of it. You know what? I want it all.
Hey, well, listen,
I want all of it.
Well, you want, and there's no problem with that. It's just, I also hope there are Yankee fans that can appreciate the ride instead of just, collectively yawning, going, okay, we're going to win 110 games. Okay. Best pitching staff in the history of baseball. Okay. Judge winning the postseason. All right. Have that conversation the day off before the playoffs start. But at least through 162, enjoy it, man. Have fun.
Well,
and I know most Yankee fans are like that, but the callers and the social media are like, wake me up in October. Dude, you're gonna miss a lot of fun.
No, the only thing I think that'll be prevailing throughout the year, less about, all that matters is October. I think it'll be more about Judge because again, he had another 0 for 4 in the last game. Like Judge is the one guy that really of course he still has hit a couple home runs, but Judge is the guy that everybody will be watching. Because when it matters most, does he come through? So the first Red Sox series, does he step up? The first Blue Jay series, does he step up? Does he show you something? To me, that's what makes the regular season interesting when you have a guy like Judge and there's that sort of Damocles hanging over his head about whether or not we can trust him in clutch. And that's where I feel like those are the games when the regular season really does mean something. When they face those teams and you put them in a crucible, I don't care if it's May. I don't care if it's July. In these moments, you need to see him come up big so that it sets up for, okay, it's looking like he's having a clutch year. That bodes well for the postseason. It only adds to the anticipation of them having a chance to win.
I think he was pretty clutch in the regular season, but let's see what happens in the postseason.
You're right.
But enjoy what could be a lot of fun here. I know it's still early, and you've needed these wins because Toronto's off to a 4-2 start. So despite being 5-1, you're still only a 1-game lead on a team that you need to be better than during the course of the regular season. Griffin,
before you do that, Don, I don't know if I said this on the air or during the meeting, but the amazing stat, Anthony, I think did I send it to you? Is the fact that 5-1 for the Yankees is like every time they've started that way, it's either been a World Series or a pennant, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, because it's probably just a coinky dink. I mean,
I think so.
Because it's 5-1.
It's not like 3 times though. It's.
I know, but it's still just 5-1. You got one. I think it's kind of like whenever Kentucky won the national championship, the Yankees went to the World Series. I think it's kind of like that. Because I don't think 5-1 really suggests anything. Are the Marlins going to the World Series this year? They're 5-1. Milwaukee's 5-1. Are they going to the World Series? Maybe, but it is kind of.
But they don't have the same history.
You're right.
It's just kind of fun. It's one of those fun things. So,
all right, Griffin in Connecticut. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Griff?
Hey guys, this is incredible start with pitching wise and just in general. And Heel is going to get called up too, so don't forget about Luis Heel. They're going to call him up eventually. And that's another thing is you got you're going to get Cole back. You're going to get Rodon back.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get Luis Gil called up. Some of these guys are going to either be moved to the bullpen
or traded,
or be down in AAA,
or traded.
Or traded.
They could be they could be valuable trade pieces if you realize you don't need them going forward. And you know how pitching, Griff, when we get to July, there's teams desperate for starting pitching.
Yep.
And that gives
it could help you with another piece that you might need.
Yep.
That you can end up trading this young
and Cashman can't cling on to these guys like he does, especially the younger, a guy like Will Warren or even Heel. Like, I'm sorry, if you can get a valuable piece to help you win right now, and you feel pretty good about everybody's healthy at the starting pitch, no, you do it. You do it.
Pitching is a little different.
When you think of this rotation that it can be, your number 4 starter is Carlos Rodon. How weird is to just say that in general? How many teams have a number 4 starter that's Carlos Rodon?
Yeah, no.
Not many teams have that.
No, but the one thing I will say, and I do think that Cashman does like to hoard prospects and not trade away pieces. You got to be careful with pitching. These guys get hurt all the time.
Oh, I agree.
So don't just give them away like, oh, we're set. You're sitting there. Cole comes back. Rodon comes back. Heels starting to get better, and you're like, all right, it's July. Let's trade a couple of guys and get some bats and some bench. And next thing you know, all of a sudden, Cole felt a twinge. Cam, who's never pitched this many innings now, he's got a tired shoulder. You need 6, sometimes 7 guys in a rotation to 162 games to get through. Then once you get to the postseason or the offseason, then it becomes an issue where eventually you're going to have to pull the trigger on some deals. But
like, who's another team? Like, the Dodgers have what? They have Ohtani, Yamamoto, Glasnow.
I don't know
they're
loaded. But look how many injuries they had if you go back to when they won the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many guys were hurt for them.
Yeah.
And what a problem that ended up being, that they ended up needing all those extra guys.
Those 3 names I just threw at you, though, like, that's a hell of a rotation.
Oh, that's not nothing. And who did they're Sasaki, Sheehan,
Sasaki, right.
So no, they're loaded. But again, guys get hurt all the time. So and mark my words, there's going to be somebody who's going to miss a start. We don't know exactly when Cole's going to come back and how long is it going to take him to get ramped up, and will he ever, get back to where he was this year, right? Let's say he comes back late May, June. All right, by the time you get towards the end of the season, he should be back to full strength, but he may not be pitching as well as the other guys.
Yeah.
So you talk about Rodon being your 4th starter, it could be Cole. And so it's an embarrassment of riches right now.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, you gotta put these guys in bubble wrap.
Well, and also just remember, and this is kind of my theory with the Mets season too. It's so early, guys. Like, it's just the stuff that we can be talking about and the plans we can make. And oh my God, can you imagine? We can literally in 6 weeks' time not even remember that this time existed.
Well,
I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. This is just being realistic.
It's also, think about it. Every season like that in the NFL, you have seen teams that get off to a good start and a quarterback who just looks like, oh wow, this is the next great quarterback. And then by the middle of the season, because he's banged up and maybe their offensive line took a hit, now all of a sudden he's terrible. He's trash. Like, that does happen. So you're right, but that's the beauty of following a season, is that you want to see the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, the development of something that you saw early that just gets better versus something that disappears, and how they adjust. Injuries that we know are the great equalizer a lot of times when it comes to great teams and mediocre teams. So that's to me the beauty of a season, is to see how it evolves. What has been the constant? What's the through line of a season versus the things that, hey, remember early on when this was going on? Now that's not who we are anymore.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that.
The Mets are a cautionary tale too, and you look, DeGrom and Harvey and Syndergaard, they're all on the same team. All went to the World Series.
Yeah,
and there was no championship, and Harvey gets hurt, and
one thing about them
DeGrom
is that
gets
they were
hurt.
young. You didn't really have a track record with them. What the Yankees have, other than of course Cam, is they've got potentially 3 guys that, again, with Rodon doesn't have pressure on him. He's a better pitcher. So he's not an ace. He's not need to be a stopper. Cole, is a maniacal, aggressive pitcher. And Fried looks comfortable this year in comparison to last year.
I'm just saying that I remember once upon a time when the Mets were looking at DeGrom and Harvey and Syndergaard and Matz. We're set for the next decade, man.
Generation K 2.0.
And Generation K never materialized.
I know.
What was it? Wilson, Isringhausen.
Pulsifer?
Pulsifer was the local kid, right? He was the Long Island kid.
Yeah.
Giuseppe D'Amelfi.
There was a place in...
And Matz was the local kid with the other guys.
Well, Matz the second time around, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was at his first game, and his grandfather was there, and he actually had a big 2-run double in that game.
That's right.
There was I can't remember the town. What's really out, like in Suffolk County? Is Baldwin in Suffolk County?
No, it's Nassau.
No, that's good old.
Well, something with a B. I used to go out there.
Babylon?
Yeah.
Okay.
My buddy, Bill McNulty, I told you, played for Seton Hall, bounced at a place that had 10-cent wings. And I love me some wings back in the day.
Babylon's a great little town.
When I worked at Sports Phone, on my day off from Jersey, I'd drive out to Babylon.
Of course you
for
would.
the 10-cent wings.
Yeah, because you love
And the
wings.
bar we were at, sometimes we would see Pulsifer. So was he out there?
He likes 10-cent wings too.
Who doesn't like 10-cent wings?
Honestly.
I mean,
who doesn't like... Did you ever... I don't know if I ever brought this up. Did you ever go to a bar that had a beat the clock night?
No.
Oh, poor Jeff, man. JK's. Unreal. Because once it gets down to a quarter for a pint, you're going. It's a night, and then it works its way back up. And then you're out of there.
Then you're gone.
But it's tremendous.
No,
10-cent wings.
10-cent wings.
Another one where you're not leaving. You're posting up. You get there early, so you get your spot. Don't move.
What's better, 10-cent wings or 10-cent drafts?
Wow.
Well, I mean, from a deal standpoint, it feels like the draft is the better deal because one wing is never as expensive as one draft.
A wing is a wing, but a draft is in the eye of the beholder.
I'm a little more confident my beer is going to come out good rather than my 10-cent wing.
It's a great point, but I enjoy
one way or
wings
another. You're going to spend on the other because if you're having all these beers, you got to have some food with it.
I guess, but I'm just saying that the draft is in the eye of the beholder. 12 ounces is a rumor when they're giving you it for 10 cents. All of a sudden, they're bringing out Dixie cups and Pabst Blue Ribbon or Milwaukee's Best.
Milwaukee's Best.
All right, that guy Thursday is next. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too, someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works. Place any bet with FanDuel using your bet reset token, and if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. That's any bet on any sport. So visit FanDuel.com/local to sign up today. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works. Place any bet with FanDuel using your bet reset token, and if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. FanDuel, play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Not an easy ride on the Deegan southbound heading over to the outbound, George. Right after Fordham Road, a broken down tractor trailer with the FDNY on the scene. Only the left lane is squeezing by. You're crawling there from the Mosholu on down. Cross Bronx westbound, not much better. Just packed there from the Bruckner through to underneath the apartments. Inbound Georgia, great ride for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln Orny about 10 to 15 minutes. Outbound Hahn 15 to 20. Much lighter than normal on the Staten Island Expressway westbound. Just a bit busy heading over to the West Shore. Doing fine on the Belts eastbound. Free and clear heading over to JFK and Queens. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey guys, anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
There's so many that guys at any given time.
Sure.
And the amazing thing is, based on the comments I see about myself on social media, I'm obviously that guy to many people.
I can see that.
Yeah, they're. I think.
How dare you have an opinion?
I think I know. You know what I have to be honest with myself about? There's something about the way I comport myself online that just rubs people the wrong way. I have to accept that. You know who's like that also, Don? I think you agree? Michael. Like something about the way we drop our opinions on stuff makes people hate our guts. Or maybe we both occupy a space where we're just apt to be disliked. Like, why is that person? I'm referring to right now, and this is That Guy Thursday. I mentioned a little bit earlier, but it's true. I just saw another comment from someone who I thought was a friend of mine, or at least someone I was friendly with, because I read the article. I read one of the articles. But here's the headline. Pro wrestlers don't seem interested in Peter Rosenberg's pro wrestling advice. And my original comment that maybe you'd say this is why I'm that guy. And let me put myself in it, guys. I'll give myself, and I'm open to your guys' opinion. The way that I describe, the way that I talk in this, I'm a little bit that guy. I think there's a little bit of look at me, I work for WWE. I wrote, this is why I reposted, Don, that scary video that you saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I tell whoever I can at Evolve and even on the main roster, don't bother with these dives. They are all risk, no reward. If you successfully hit a suicide dive in 2026, no one cares. But if you mess it up, you could truly harm yourself. Don't do it. So maybe, am I giving a little that guy myself there? Maybe by saying I tell whoever I can at Evolve and on the main roster, like I'm making it sound like I'm a guy of import in some way.
But All right, yeah, I guess to some people, but you're also trying to add context. Like, I'm not just throwing it out there. You're showing evidence that I've spoken to wrestlers about this.
Correct.
It's been something that's been on my mind for a while. Not, hey, look at me, look who I'm in contact with. That should be a given to people. You have contact with wrestlers. I think adding context to your tweet does not make you that guy, but I could see people thinking that because a lot of people just don't like you.
Now you're getting to it. So as we said, Bailey writes, "Shut it, Peter." She may have been joking. My Brody King, a friend, "Don't tell me what to do, Peter."
That sounded sarcastic.
That one's totally sarcastic, yes. And I respond, that one I read is sarcastic, and I responded, you especially, you big SOB, because he's like 6'7". And by the way, he does them. He does them, and it scares me a bit. But like Chris Hero, who I thought I was friends with, wrote, "This is why I tell whoever I can at ROH and even at AEW, don't bother with these bumps. They're all risk, no reward. If you successfully take a bump in 2026, no one cares. But if you mess it up, you could truly harm yourself. Don't do it." Like, you're just being an A blank. I almost said it, but I didn't.
You were close.
Like, you're someone I know who, A, could have reached out to me and been like, dude, what are you talking about, if you wanted to. But rather than engage in a conversation, Chris Hero, you just completely mocked what I said, copied it line for line, took the cadence to mock me because I'm a complete idiot who cannot. And guys, this isn't different than like, in sports, yes, sometimes people go, you never played the game.
Oh, never. You never hear that.
Yeah, I know. And athletes love to do that. But they don't always do it. In wrestling, and I understand it because in wrestling, you truly put your body on the line every day. So I really do understand it. It's an incredibly dangerous craft that I don't know if this would maybe be a surprise to people. I kind of respect this craft as it's become, a huge part of my life since I'm going on 20 years that I've been a part of the industry in some way. But does that mean because I haven't taken the bodily risks myself, I literally cannot even assess something? I'm at ringside. When these people in Evolve jump through the ropes to do a dive, they land in front of me. Like, why, at what point does someone have the right to an opinion without you saying you didn't do it? You shouldn't talk. Like, but I'm sorry, that's that guy.
Can I just step in here because...
Wow. Of course.
Well, what I'm saying is...
You didn't play the game.
I've covered the NBA for 25 years. Yeah. And I've been an analyst on television and radio for the last, 15. And I didn't play in the NBA. And I've been on Get Up for 5 years now doing this stuff. And it's just what people do. It is the who's that, who are you, you didn't play, how do you,
Well, that's going to be my new thing when athletes talk then. When athletes get on a microphone and think they're really entertaining, I'm going to go, hey, did you go to school for broadcasting? Did you put in the 10,000 hours to talk?
But you're not going to do that.
No, I'm not,
because you're
I'm not
an
a
intelligent
yo-yo.
human being that understands how this, right? Exactly. You're not a yo-yo. You've got to understand that what you're seeing on social media and responses like that, that's what was the name that you guys had earlier?
Jabroni Pumpleduck.
Jabroni, yeah, that's who that is. But you give them prestige because you're seeing their comments and they're affecting you when you don't realize that an average intelligent human that generally doesn't go, I'm going to reply to that. Most people don't. But it's those that do that, and you're giving them energy. It doesn't make sense for you to do that. Instead, you just know it's coming because there's people like.
I just shouldn't even post it.
I was that guy today. Because today I was asked a question on Get Up directly. If the Celtics are playing like this, and if you watched them last night, they were an absolute video game. Can anyone in the East beat them? And I said, no. Not playing like that. Not with Tatum dropping a triple-double and Brown putting up 43 and them shooting 21 threes and the way they're playing. Like, they have a chip on their shoulder. They want to prove something. There's something magical happening there, and you must notice it. You have to recognize it. And I'm now I am public enemy number one on Knicks Twitter because I guess I'm a traitor and things like that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That came my way, and that comes my way, and I see it. And instead of getting mad and wanting to respond and explain myself, I was asked if they play like that. No, You just laugh and move on. Because it's like you can't give it energy.
Well, but
You
the
can't
problem
worry about
is,
it.
the only issue is, it's not simply the yo-yos. It's the fact that it's the mix of the athletes doing it and an avalanche of comments from others. And this is the part that annoyed me with the wrestlers who did it. Even if you're joking and I'm friendly with you, these people take you so seriously.
Again.
And I have to
know
work,
what you're
but I
saying.
have to work incredibly hard to be a part of this business and gain any credibility. And with you putting up a thoughtless joke next to my name, you are personally damaging what little credibility I'm able to get in the public space where I make money and do my job. I just wish people put a little thought into
I
it.
don't think people that hire you are worried about what's the name again?
Jabroni Pumpleton?
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about what they're saying. They worry about what you say. And do they think whatever you say makes sense and hits right? And you know what else? Draws attention and reaction.
That's fair.
Look at Stephen A. You ever look at Stephen A's comments and the replies to him? How's it working out for him? Pretty good.
I just wonder sometimes.
Don't let it bother you. You can't.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. In all the years that I've been doing this, and even though it's my first year on the Devils TV, I worked, doing Ranger games forever. What do the fans actually want?
Winning.
No, I'm just saying from their announcers.
Oh.
Do they want, a down the middle, not a homer call, where you're honest and assess things like Allen did? Saying, hey, if the Celtics are going to play like that, nobody's got a chance, including the Knicks. That's kind of how I want to be, right? Like, listen, I call Devil games, but if I don't like what I see, I'll be fair. But, hey, team's not playing well.
Yeah, you got to say.
I'm not going to sit here and go on the air Saturday and start doing the math on them making the playoffs. Like, no, they're all but mathematically eliminated. You got to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll get people to go, oh, look at Don. I thought he was supposed to be a fan, and he's given up on the team. He quit.
Right.
But then if I play the game of, hey, guys, you never know, still a chance, it'll be, oh, he's just shilling for the Devils. He's just doing what they tell. Like, I sometimes just don't know. And you're right. At the end of the day, I answer to my boss. I answer to myself. Yep. I do the job I believe is right, and I can't worry about what other people think of me or how they want the broadcast to be. But it was just like a simple question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Michael's completely sold on he wants to be neutral, right? He doesn't want to be Yankee boy. And I don't think he's playing to the room because I think they want Yankee boy. But I don't know for a fact.
Well, again, John, how's it working out for him?
Well, it's working out. He continues to sign contract after contract.
Yeah.
So it is working.
So whatever he's doing, it's working.
Yeah, but no, it's working for him professionally. But to Don's point, it doesn't work for him. It doesn't always work for Michael personally. Being close to him every day.
I'll tell you.
We've seen.
And this is coming
for his
from
mental
a
health,
Met fan. I love the SNY broadcast. Love Gary and Cohen. Listen, Keith and Ron, amazing. But I really do believe the fact that gets so much more love than the Yes booth is because everybody knows Gary Cohen grew up a Met fan. And the two guys in the booth won World Series with the Mets. Like, they feel their booth is all in.
I also think the Mets booth, and I know this sounds like hate, and it's not because, like I said, I prefer the Mets as a team, but the Mets haven't had other things to grab onto, like winning. And so I do think they grab onto their booth. I do. I'm sorry. I do. I think the Yankee booth does not matter as much because what matters is all those championships. I think for the Mets, they go, hey, we don't win, but I like hanging out with my friends, Gary, Ron, and Keith every night. And I think that's a real thing.
We could keep going if you want in the next segment about this because I do have a theory about the difference between the two broadcasts. There is a major difference between the two, and it all depends on your taste.
But anyways, that thank you guys. I needed that was a guy mixed with a talk about it.
That guy.
Talk about it that guy Thursday.
And it led to more conversation with what Alan brought up, and also we should play what Alan said on Get Up this morning.
You bet your ace we should.
It's got why there are people outside the studio
breathe some air
with fire and pitchforks. It's like they're going after Frankenstein. So we should get into that as well. And of course, at 6 o'clock. We've got a Peter Rosenberg-led ENN in which we're going to find out who advances in Drop Madness. Take up until 7 o'clock. And then it's Ty Butler filling in for Dan Grassa on ESPN New York.
Come with a high price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. Get beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions just $9.98 a pound. That's awesome quality at a great value for your table. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. Shop one of their 7 locations, or you can order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat. Wild prices.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South, or TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River on Route 37, corner of Hooper Avenue, just off the Garden State. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft, presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. From the big decisions to the big-time drama. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk. ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
I don't know what this is at the moment.
Come on now.
No, I don't. I'm being honest with you.
We're gonna give it a second.
How do you not know what this is?
I feel it, though.
Man?
It's getting warmer.
I've definitely heard the song.
It's getting very warm.
This is a vibe, this song.
It's a certified bop. Don's dancing now. If you're watching online on the YouTube, ESPN New York's YouTube channel, you can't hear it, but you see him feeling it right now. Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow.
Feeling the flow.
Too bad there's no
so what
vocals.
do we got? There we go.
All right, apparently I
It's
don't
a
know.
yacht rock classic.
Yep.
Which one?
Breezing by George Benson.
Yeah,
See, George Benson doesn't always have to sing. If he wants to sing.
True. If he wants to sing, he can sing. If he doesn't want to sing, guess what? Lay out.
Yeah.
Just produce some sweetness.
And that's what he did here.
Lay out.
Speaking
Lay
of
on
sweetness, the NFL draft is coming up on Thursday, April 23rd, and New York is on the clock. The Jets pick 2nd and 16th. The Giants pick 5th, and Rick DiPietro and Dave Rothenberg are breaking it all down live. Do we know that Rick will be there, or is Dan Grassa going to fill in?
I believe Rick will be there, yes.
Join ESPN New York's Couchcast, your second screen for the NFL draft, real-time reaction, instant takes, and everything New York fans care about.
Bet your ass.
Watch along, react with us, and don't miss a single moment. ESPN New York's Couchcast on draft night, April 23rd at 8 p.m., presented by Calandra's Bakery. Or Calandra's, excuse me.
That's right. Calandra.
Potato.
No, I think they care. It's
Sure they
it's
do.
Calandra like
Sandra.
Sandra from the Cosby Show. It's not Calandra like Sandra.
From Greece.
There you go. See what we did here?
Look at me, I'm Sandra D.
Right, it's not Sandra D.
That's right. But it is. It's in this case it's
In this case it is.
Yeah.
Now, how did Allen rile up Knicks fans this morning?
How?
Yeah, looking like that, no one's beating them in the East. And again, it's the fact that you're expecting Tatum to
Sell
continue
out.
to get better, to progress, which he has already accelerated his return far faster than anybody expected, maybe even he expected. That's the good part. Also, to me, there's a little bit of revenge factor in this team. Not only were they defiant about, oh, no, we're not taking a gap year. That's not what we do here in Boston. Not only were they doing that all year, and Jaylen Brown said, I'm just going to play like an MVP this year and make sure my team stays in the hunt. They didn't just stay in the hunt. They won 50 games. They're going to get the 2 seed in the East. But you add this player, and then you think of the memory of last year. And you know that was a bitter ending for the Boston Celtics in the playoffs. And maybe, just maybe, all of this is giving them a little extra, I don't know, eye of the tiger. Yeah. Maybe they are starting to feel like the Celtic dynasty is not dead. And if they can win the East, a third finals appearance in 5 years, that'd be pretty impressive.
Where's the lie?
Oh, there's no lie. But,
lie? No lie.
All right,
How would that be a lie?
Let me be that guy on That Guy Thursday.
Go ahead.
Or I'll play the role of the Knicks fan that's upset, I should say. Allen sounded a little too excited about how good the Celtics are. I thought he was a Knick guy.
TV.
Listen to him. I mean, you could have said, well, nobody's beating the Celtics, unfortunately, the way they're playing. And there was one line that I think
Greeny
would drive
did go
Knicks fans
there.
crazy.
Good.
Was that, we don't do that in Boston. Like, let's see, talking like he's a Celtic fan. Now, I don't believe any of this, Allen, but I think that's how the fans look at it. That's our guy on national television, giving a back massage to the Boston Celtics.
Oh, yeah.
And when I say back massage, you know what I'm saying.
Laying on his back.
Yeah.
Second base.
Well,
my second base.
Don's second base. No one else, but Don's second base. A Hawthorne second base. It's a Hawthorne double.
Nobody came up to me.
That's what we call a Hawthorne double.
I laughed out loud. I had to. Nobody came up to me at the Garden
Hawthorne
and asked
double.
me.
That's great.
The first person. You know what? You're not wrong.
No, a Hawthorne double is.
No, it was one of the. It was one of the perks of '80s Jersey, New Jersey.
You bet your ace it was.
Our doubles hit different.
Our doubles hit like triples.
Oh, they hit different, all right. They do. No, I get what you're saying, that if I wanted to be performative, I could have done the pained, I could have turned into the character where it's like, that do the agony, right? Oh, my God, they're going to go to a third finals. I can't take it. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys, that's not me. Like, I got to be who I am, right? Now, Greeny, to
you
his
can only
credit,
be you.
He did make sure to throw in that, for somebody like me, I'm talking about himself, where I grew up, meaning New York, to have any type of rooting interest in the Celtics is off limits. But even he's like, but there's something about their story this year that is really intriguing that could be one of the stories of the playoffs. We're both looking at it from that perspective as broadcasters, as people on a national show trying to talk to the country rather than a region. And that's anytime I walk in that studio, I'm trying to explain to people that I don't represent the Knicks that way. But it doesn't mean that when there's Knicks to talk about, that I don't talk about them with, of course, a little more extra bravado because I feel a little closer to it. But you can't expect me to root. That's not good for my business. And I don't think the players expect me to do that stuff either. I'm going to be honest. But when I'm on MSG, of course I'm going to be a little more direct and deeper in the weeds about the Knicks because that's what the broadcast is about.
You're serving Knicks fans.
These are two different people that I have to be in these situations. So I was just being honest. And by the way, as I keep saying, I'd rather the Knicks have the underdog mentality anyway. I'd rather the Knicks be the underdog in this situation anyway. And if you're going to pump the tires of anybody in the East right now, it should be Boston. Put all the expectation on them and see if they can follow through while they become the hunted.
It is just so odd because let's say the majority of people that, I shouldn't say majority, but I think more than around half, the guys that work national sports for hockey, basketball, football, baseball, have some affiliation with the team. Right? You take a look at, not so much, I think it's very interesting. None of the ESPN play-by-play guys for hockey do play-by-play for a team.
Have a team, right.
On TNT, everyone does. Mm-hmm. So that must have been some philosophy that I think the two networks had. Like, Kenny Albert does national games. He does Rangers.
Yeah.
Forsland does Seattle. Burke does the Islanders.
Well, think about it.
Right on down the line.
How about this? Berkey's calling a Ranger game, and he says score with enthusiasm. Are Islander fans now calling him out? You sound a little too excited about that overtime.
I will tell you, wouldn't you say collectively that people all love Doc Emrick?
Yes.
I think he's quite beloved.
I bet but there were Ranger fans, I don't know if Anthony's old enough, that did not like Doc because he was the devil guy. So when he did nationally televised games, whether it was NBC, OLN back in the day, Fox, it's like, oh, he's the devil guy. And there was a time, Rangers-Devils, that was an even bigger rivalry than Rangers-Islanders at the time. And it's like they just can. Some people just can't turn it off.
Well, I mean, Mike
can't do it.
Mike Breen called the championship for the Celtics and had, he used bang. He had inflection and energy in his voice when they won the championship.
But it doesn't matter because you've already got you've already got it in your head that there's a bias. You don't think I went in probably with the same bias. Like I think Troy Aikman's one of the best at what he does. But it was an adjustment for Giant fans to watch, a Giant Cowboy game, and there's Troy Aikman breaking it down.
I get it.
So every time he said something positive about Cowboys, of course he said that, ignoring the 15 great things he said about Eli Manning.
But that's different. That's the other side of it. That's somebody that you don't like. This is different.
They like you. They like you most of the time.
Knicks fans, I'm supposed to carry the water everywhere I go, and it's like I am supposed to be honest. And if I felt like the Knicks were the better team, I would say that. But, I mean, come on. We're all watching this. You're watching the Celtics. You're telling me that they look like that team. And this kid, this dude comes back from an Achilles, and he has triple-double, and he's only getting better. And that team plays defense. They play hard, and they have a head coach who's maniacal. And you're going to tell me that you don't see them as the team to beat in the East? You're lying to yourself if you don't believe that.
But
and I'm not going to lie to myself nor the country when I'm asked a question like that.
But I don't think people that are fans, A, can put the fandom aside, and B, really kind of understand how the business works.
Oh, I get it.
They're just looking, there's Alan Hahn.
Yeah,
Alan Hahn's on Get Up. They must be talking Knicks. Alan Hahn's on. Did you hear what he said about the Celtics? He's talking about the Celtics? I thought they had him on to talk about the Knicks. He's a Knick guy. Why's he talking about the Celtics for?
I don't like the
5
voice.
years I've done this.
Well, the Don's frantic
love
voice
the
is
voice.
freaking me out.
No, I love this voice.
Oh, my God. It's Alan Hahn. Everybody, Alan Hahn's going to be on. They're going to be talking Knicks. Alan Hahn is on.
Oh, my God. It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we got to take a break. Click!
Baseball fans, FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game. And if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. It's just another reason why FanDuel is home of the home run. Here in New York, a lot of people will have all eyes on Aaron Judge. But what about big playoff G Giancarlo Stanton? Head over to FanDuel.com/local to opt in for daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a homer. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game. And if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 and over in Findlay, Present, New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
DiPietro and Rosenberg's NFL Draft Couchcast, April 23rd, exclusively on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. It's a lighter ride than normal out there on the roads. Belts in great shape in both directions, moving between the Verrazano in Brooklyn and JFK in Queens. Staten Island Expressway westbound, just a minor slowdowns heading over to the West Shore. After that, looking good at the Goethals Bridge getting into Jersey. Cross Bronx westbound, bumper to bumper, approaching the outbound George. You're heavy from the Bronx River Parkway on through. Better ride on the Deegan southbound in the Bronx. They picked up that broken down tractor trailer right after Fordham Road. Just a bit heavy there from the Mosholu heading toward the Cross Bronx. Inbound Georgia, about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels, 10 to 15 minutes each. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
Smalls here. Look, I get it. GLP-1 weight loss shots are popular. They're everywhere. But not everyone is thrilled about weekly injections. So what if your GLP-1 was as easy to take as a mint? That's why I want you to know about compounded tirzepatide. It's a mint-flavored tablet you simply let dissolve under your tongue. No needles. It's designed to help curb appetite and reduce cravings, even sweets and carbs, which are my personal enemies. And when hunger's under control, it's easier to eat less. Stay away from the junk foods that trip you up and tackle your weight loss goals head on. And this is important. The compounded tirzepatide is recommended by the medical board of the wellness companies, the doctors I trust. Look, if you're serious about getting your weight under control and weekly shots aren't your thing, I strongly encourage you to look into tirzepatide. Getting started is fast with an easy online physician consultation. Imagine discovering a no-needle option that fits your needs. Go to noneedles.com/smalls. Promo code SMALLS to save $50. That's noneedles.com/smalls. Promo code SMALLS to save $50.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
.504 in the big city. It is 5 o'clock. Don Hahn and Rosenberg with you until 7. Then it's going to be Ty Butler filling in for Dan Grassa. I don't know if you saw this, guys. And, Alan, this is kind of close to home for you. The Long Island Ducks have signed Trevor Bauer to a contract, and he's going to be their pitcher for opening day.
They do this. The Ducks have done this over the years. They've brought in a lot of big names. Obviously, guys looking for second chances or trying to make comebacks. This has been a part of Long Island Ducks history out there, and they fill that stadium.
Well, I remember the Long Island Ducks coming to Somerset to take on the Patriots when they were in the same league. And then the Patriots became part of the Yankee organization and went to Double-A. But I remember, the Newark Bears and the Long Island Ducks. Sure. And the amazing thing is, and the Patriots did it a little bit too, is they would, as you said, to sign some of these guys just to try to get some fans. The Newark Bears were big on it. They'd bring in Jose Canseco and Ricky Henderson, and it would be amazing to just watch these guys in a tiny ballpark, play. Some of them were on rehab, some of them were trying to make comebacks, and some of them just wanted to get a money grab. And now you've got Trevor Bauer back. And the reason I bring it up is not just because of the local angle with him signing with the Ducks, is he never got another chance. Ever. And from what we can tell from the incidents back in June of 2021, pretty heinous domestic violence allegations, things like that. Nothing, he was never arrested for anything, but the fact that a guy who I believe he won a Cy Young Award, I think it was during the COVID season.
Yes.
And was a really good pitcher. And you see some of the vile human beings that get second chances in sports. Nobody touched him. Nobody.
No.
And the general feeling was, if general managers and owners around Major League Baseball, all they want to do is win, they'd sign Saddam Hussein if it meant them to win a World Series.
It's a reference.
All right? Wouldn't touch this guy with a 10-foot pole. What do they know? What is out there that they know? Because Major League Baseball has all the dope, right?
They're doing the job.
They're doing the work. So the fact that 30 teams in unison said, no, we're good.
We're all set here, folks.
He's played in Mexico. He's played in Japan. Now he's going to play for the Long Island Ducks. I believe he played in Korea.
Yeah.
Alan,
Mexico,
what?
Right?
Now, I guess the things that he was accused of, though not illegal, were if it ever got out, you would not want him on your team. That's the only guess I can
That's how it felt.
Right? It just felt like, all right, it's nothing to go in prison for, but really, do I want this guy on my team when we find out all the details of what this guy did? Now, is that right? You're not a criminal, and you can't get in, yet we've seen guys that have killed people drinking and driving. We have seen guys that have cheated. We have seen guys that have beat their wives, guys that spent time in prison, get second chances at all these sports. I just find it fascinating that Trevor Bauer is the one guy that never got it. And now the ship sailed, right? But let's say he goes to the Long Island, because how old is he now?
Trevor Bauer?
He is 35. Yeah, no, he's 35.
I guess.
So
if he's a day.
So let's say he goes out there, and every game he pitches this year, Alan, he pitches a perfect game. And nobody signs him. Are you going to be like, whoa.
How many perfect games?
There we go. 7.
All right, 7.
7 straight perfect games.
7-0, 7 perfect games.
Hasn't given up a hit. Hasn't given up a walk. Just nobody can touch him. The stuff's that good. Electric. This is like The Rookie. That movie.
And you've got people, and I was looking at it in social media, like, I'm not going to Long Island Duck games. Like, he is a pariah. But there are people on the other side, because there's always another side, right? Like, because we can't agree on anything in this country, especially when it comes to things like this, where there are going to be people that root for him and think he deserves another chance. We open up the phones on this subject. There will be people like, how are we not giving him a chance? It's been so long now that nobody brings it up anymore, but you remember, you probably did it with Bart, how many phone calls you would get back in the day. Second somebody on the Mets or Yankees gets hurt. Why aren't they calling Trevor Bauer? Why isn't Trevor Bauer getting a chance?
This was a thing I remember. Was it last year? But this definitely was a thing for sure. That name came up all the time. Didn't it come up last season when the Yankees had their injuries?
Oh, I'm sure it did. Because again, if he's only 35, then you'd be 34.
Yeah.
Because he's continually gotten chances to pitch. He has pitched for, I guess he was in Korea in 23 and as recently as 25. Well, the last time he's pitched in Major League Baseball was with the Dodgers in 21.
And some people, the scouts have said, though, that it's just the stuff's not there. They've watched him wherever he's pitched, and it's just there's nothing there. That's what the suggestion has always been, that it isn't as much as you think about the allegations and also his political leanings, which does also set some people off.
But when does that ever stop someone from not getting a sniff?
Right.
Again, now he's 35. He hasn't pitched in Major League Baseball and going on, 6 years.
Right.
All right, you can understand that maybe he's lost it now, but in 22, 23, that nobody brought him in for a tryout. Mm-hmm. Nobody even kicked the tires on him.
No.
So and you know these owners, and you know these fans. If he goes out there and he pitches well for you, they're not going to care.
No, it's true. There'll be some that do, but for the most part, again, all anybody cares about the end result, winning. They care. Like I used to love Rick DiPietro. One of his best lines that he would always use was to say, like in this case, if Jeffrey Dahmer could throw 100-mile-an-hour fastballs that you couldn't hit, they would say, well, he just has an eating disorder. Like that. That's like you'd find some way to just downplay whatever the negative is because, he can win. He wins for us, and that's what we like. We like winning.
Right.
So the Bauer thing to me is I gotta believe that scouts are watching him, and they're going, it's just whatever he had is not there.
Okay,
it's not worth it. It's not worth the trouble that would come with it.
Again, we can't even make suggestions on the air.
No.
But what could be non-criminal, but be so immoral and disgusting?
Well,
that you're like, I am not, and I know the allegations.
And if you saw the things that were discussed about things that he did that he claims were
consensual,
there was consent, yeah.
Right. But they were.
What are you doing?
That's because the consensual part is why he's not in prison.
Correct. But so I think that there's two possibilities. Number one, it's what we're all saying right now, which is that, yes, it was consensual stuff, but it was violent and weird and no one wants associated with it. Then there's also MLB did the work. They did the due diligence. Mm-hmm. And upon looking in further, without wanting to, blow it up, they found other stuff that maybe went beyond the pale of that and said, you know what? He hasn't been charged for those things, but we know there's other stuff out there. We're not getting near it.
And,
all are possible.
And nobody found
scouts
it
watched and said, the arm isn't really that impressive anymore.
Oh, then there's the most important part. The juice isn't worth the squeeze because he's not that valuable anymore. Yeah. If he's 24, we have a conversation. When this all happened, he was, 32? 31, 32?
30, 31.
Wow, it did happen. But I will say it happened quick, though.
He's gone to Korea. I think it was Korea. Now he's playing for the Long Island Ducks. Nobody could find it out. But the second he signed with a Major League Baseball team, then we'll find out what everything is. It is kind of crazy. Again, I don't have any opinion on it. I don't know the man. I saw the allegations. It looks disgusting, immoral, terrible.
Yeah, he's not a great guy. Like he's not a great guy. Arrogant, and all those things that you don't really want to welcome this into your clubhouse.
Understood, but other things have been welcomed in that have been immoral and disgusting and heinous.
You're not wrong.
It is kind of crazy. I always felt him to be kind of the outlier where not a chance. Nobody. You could have lost everybody in your starting rotation, and you're not calling him. Let's go to Jeff and Patchogue. You're on ESPN.
Hey,
Jeff. What's up, Jeff?
Hi, guys. You guys are wonderful. I've been taken to to the Ducks game on my birthday every year for the past few years. I go to see some games. There's no way I can go to a Ducks game at this point. They're making him the showcase of the season. He's opening day pitcher. He's going to be mic'd up. They're excited to welcome him to New York. There's no way I can go to a game and root for someone like him. Not only was he given a 194-game suspension, that was reduced from what MLB wanted to give them initially. So he's probably one of the worst domestic abusers to come into baseball.
Well, how do you know that? I'm not asking that to be defensive. I'm asking out of ignorance. Do we know that he is in fact one of the worst?
Well, as far as what
you mean suspension-wise?
How many domestic abusers have been suspended for that long?
Well, not many. They all seem to get either reduced or they serve their suspension. They all come back. They all.
That's a year and a half.
Yeah, it was a long time, and I'm with you, Jeff. I've got no problem with you saying what you want to do, and you don't want to be there, and it's disgusting.
You have every right. You have every right to say.
But
I have no interest in this.
I found it so interesting. Again, not now because it's been so many years, but at the time when that suspension was up, again, we've seen some of the worst human beings just welcomed back. Get your second chance. Be your wife. Come on back. I guess you could say Ray Rice never got another chance, but I still believe a lot of that came with the fact he was older.
And
if he had been younger.
And the video.
But even after the video, if he was 26, you don't think at some point somebody would have brought him back?
This is just a theory of mine. I'm not saying this is based on anything accurate. I have a theory. When there's photo evidence and people can't suspend belief of it happening, it's impossible. Chris Brown will be popular. Chris Brown has a fan base. Chris Brown sold out MetLife Stadium for his fans.
Yeah.
But he will never do mainstream stuff, ever. Him and the Rihanna thing that happened, I think he was like 18, 19 years old. The pictures are too bad.
Yeah.
The Ray Rice video, they're married. Ray Rice has been spending his life talking to people about this. Him and his wife together.
Yeah,
he's never coming back because the video's too jarring. Either the video's too jarring or, we're able to play the game and pretend it didn't happen if we didn't see it. But when you see it, you can't play that game anymore. So the combination, though, it is crazy, though, that with Bauer in particular, this one thing really seemed to end it. The only other one that I'm thinking of that ended it, Juan DeFranco, that appears to be death penalty.
Yes.
That he was engaging in sex acts with an underage girl. Much younger underage girl. That seems to be death penalty. We're not going to see him again.
Hard to forgive that.
Right. And that doesn't seem like we'll see. But besides that, I can't think of anyone where they're completely gone like this.
Domingo Germán, wasn't he somebody suspended for this?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? The Yankee pitcher?
Yes.
So
was that the slapping his wife at the event?
Unfortunately, there's so many of them. It
wasn't a team event, right? It was, I believe, right?
Well, hold on. This is crazy, and I am mocking this, but I'm being serious. Which one shot the pillow, and which one slapped his wife?
That was Chapman.
Chapman shot the pillow?
Yeah.
Domingo Germán slapped the wife at the party. This is such a disturbing, insane thing that this is that kind. And you know what it is? And not to get all we're already in the weeds of seriousness, but while we're at it, this does just bring up a broader conversation of us as parents needing to talk to our boys about how they conduct themselves and dealing with being upset, anger, rejection. We have entirely too many men. My entire algorithm when I get in the Twitter world is just men freaking out and fighting. We have a problem with the fact that people do not know how to conduct themselves emotionally. And we see it so often in athletes who have been praised for all of their physical attributes.
Who are also, again, athletes at that level are also pursued heavily to a point where you feel like you
can do anything.
Do whatever you want.
But the thing that
it happens.
No one teaches them how to be men, though.
And by the way, it's also a small percentage.
It is, but it seems high relative to the
but it gets a lot of attention.
The nuance with Bauer is think about it. It was consensual.
Yeah.
So this abuse was accepted. So at some point you say to yourself, even though you're allowing me to do this, I can't do this. This is disgusting.
You would think at some point, but again, if that's what you're into too, and there are people that are just into things that are extremely physical, if that's what you're into, fine, but you also know you're a public figure, and at some point you've got to know that this can't go down like this. But you also know with his behavior before all this came out, you know what he was like. This guy was all over. Do we forget how much on social media he loved to go at people?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was a nozzle.
He's a nozzle, for sure.
Yeah. So,
and again, I've got no problem with him never pitching.
Yeah, I get why people will say, I'm not going to go to a game. But for the Ducks, this is, again, it's a lightning rod. It draws attention. They have a history of having, speaking of, by the way, Donnie, of Pulsiver, I actually covered their first championship. It was during a lockout. I had stuff to do. Newsday had me go cover them. I was down in Camden, New Jersey. They won their first, the Atlantic League championship.
Right.
Pulsiver was on that team. Kevin Baez was on that team. They usually get former Major League players to come play for them.
I will tell you, not that I know the Long Island Ducks in particular. Really, what I know about the Long Island Ducks is, Chris King does their play-by-play.
Kinger.
But seeing how the Somerset Patriots were run back in the day, they're in touch with their fan base. They wouldn't do this unless they felt like their fan base would embrace it. Because this could end you. As an independent league team, if all of a sudden nobody goes to your games, you're done.
You're right.
So I'm sure they've got, what is their building hold? Maybe 7,000, 8,000 people. They probably have about 5,000 season ticket holders. They probably have their phone numbers, right? Probably called them up, said, we're going to sign Trevor Bauer. Not only did they sign Trevor Bauer, he's pitching on opening day. They must have gotten an overwhelming response that fans were cool with this.
Maybe. We're going to see.
Well, we're going to find out for sure.
We're going to find out what kind of response it gets.
Brian in Milburn, you're on ESPN New York. What's up, Brian?
I'm a huge fan of y'all. I got to say that, I don't really like how he got blackballed, even though he did something heinous in our eyes. It's people in the world that's really into that, y'all. It's a consent. Listen, let me give you a little.
Yeah, I said that, Brian.
No,
this is a culture. The people, there are people into this, but he's a public figure, and once it gets out, you know how people are going to react to it. But we're in that world of judgment, and I understand what you're saying, Brian. I totally get it, and that's probably why there's this pushback about why can't he get a second chance when other people who do some things that are also questionable, they can.
But
I do think it's also there's a sense of who he was, attitude-wise, personality-wise, arrogance-wise. Nobody like that. And then I'm telling you, Brian, scouts watched him and said, "There's nothing there for us. Like it's not worth bringing him in and dealing with all this if the arm just doesn't have the same pop it used to have." You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can I ask you a real question? LT, Lawrence Taylor, the great Lawrence Taylor, best defensive player ever played in the NFL. Did the same thing, matter of fact, worse. It was an underage girl. They still worship him to this day. To this day.
Well, according I'm not.
He's got two rings on his finger.
I am in no position to defend Lawrence Taylor. I've told you the juxtaposition of me idolizing him as a football player and just being completely disgusted by him as a human being. But I guess the argument is he called for a prostitute. They sent an underage prostitute, and he didn't know her age. Now, does that make it right?
He was simply trying to call a prostitute.
Well, listen, the fact that one of the greatest football players of all time, is in like a Motel 6 calling a prostitute.
When was this, by the way?
It's like 10 years ago.
No, but it was. What was the worst thing that happened during LT's playing career?
Was just drugs.
Drugs, right?
Yeah.
That's a major part of it. You guys can't forget. LT, the hero, at the time, the worst thing we knew is that he'd done some cocaine. He did not have all the other stuff in 86 or 91.
During his career.
It wasn't happening then. It happened after. That does matter.
Yeah, it does matter. It's in your career. Like, again, for Bauer, he won a Cy Young, and all this stuff starts happening. And
as he's getting over the hill, Alan, right as he's getting over the hill, it starts to happen.
Yep.
Listen, I've always felt that the popularity of somebody is ultimately what decides how we feel about them. Barry Bonds is a pariah because he did PEDs. Andy Pettitte did HGH, and it's like, he was just trying to recover from injury. He was just trying to help his team win. Why? Because Barry Bonds is looked upon as a bad guy. Andy Pettitte's looked upon as a really good guy. Everybody loves David Ortiz, so guess what? He waltzes into the Hall of Fame. Where if they didn't like David Ortiz, they'd be saying, "Hey, listen, he was on the Mitchell Report. Can't put him in." So we hold our nose a little tighter when it's worth it. And I guess for Trevor Bauer, it wasn't worth it. 1-800-919-3776. More of your calls on this. Phil Simms had some very interesting things to say earlier today on Bart and Carlin. ENN coming up at 6. Don on Rosenberg till 7 on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys, I tell you about Rings End all the time. Well, today was a big day as far as the project at our house goes because Andrew came and measured everything. Measuring everything, that means now it's real. We're going to start ordering the windows that we're going to put in. We're going to start getting ready for the construction. We're putting in this huge picture window as well, so that's going to take a lot of work. So the exciting part of it now is underway. And I got to shout out Andrew, by the way, Andrew Busman, because he came all the way from Connecticut to come down, do all this stuff. And as we're doing it, he's like, I'm listening to the show. We start talking Rangers. He's a big hockey guy. So not only are you dealing with somebody that is professional, that knows what they're doing, that has everything. He's got his iPad out. He's got all the different ideas of the windows and all that stuff. He's also just a regular guy, regular people. This is what you love to deal with. It's Rings End. They, to me, are the best to deal with because they work with pro contractors who build and remodel for a living. The pros trust them. How can we not trust them as well? They don't just do windows now. They have doors, decking, paint, lumber, kitchens, all the things that you need to update, upgrade, and, of course, just fall in love with your home again. They have built to last high-end product lines that these contractors rely on. So it's also not a national chain thing, so you're not dealing with somebody that doesn't really know your area or house or anything like that. They have regional expertise. They have 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County, 12 freestanding paint centers certainly as well. It's family-owned and operated since 1902, so you can trust them. You can work with them, and they're regular people just like you and me. And if you can't make it to a store, just go check them out online. Go to ringsend.com. That's ringsend.com.
Wow, that's a lot of distractions. Why don't you just focus on the road?
Relax, I'm a great driver.
What about other drivers? Not everyone's a great driver.
I can watch out for them. I'll be fine.
Watch out! In 2023, more than 3,200 people died due to distracted drivers. Keep your eyes on the road. This message brought to you by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Chris Carlin with you. Glad to be joined right now by Taylor Canfield. He is the U.S. Sail GP team driver. And we are all getting ready for the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming up at the end of May. Taylor, how we doing?
Yeah, we're excited for the home event in New York. And, can't wait to be there and racing in front of all the fans.
Now, what is your role as driver of the U.S. Sail GP team?
So as a driver, you kind of have 2 different roles. One is trying to help make sure that the boat is going, as fast as you can around the racetrack. And then in addition to that, kind of the decision maker on board and, using the information that I'm getting from the whole team and the coach booth to kind of make those split-second decisions around the racetrack.
It sounds like an awesome atmosphere. What's the energy going to be like sailing right at New York City?
There's no better feeling racing in front of the home crowd, representing our country and hearing their cheering through our headsets that we have on board is, it gives me the chills just thinking about it. So we're pumped.
We're looking forward to the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming at the end of May. Taylor, thanks.
If you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Right now, beef tenderloin is only $10 a pound, and Atlantic salmon portions are just $9.98 a pound. That's serious value on awesome quality cuts. Plus, Wild Fork offers over 450 meat and seafood options, all blast frozen to lock in freshness and flavor. Visit one of their 7 stores across Long Island and New Jersey, or get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up,
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey. Devils are home tonight at the Rock in Newark. If you're heading that way, using 280 westbound, jammed approaching 21 in the Stickle Drawbridge. Crash out there. You're solid getting through Harrison. Delays from right after the turnpike. Inbound George, stick with the lower deck, upper level, about a 10 to 15 minute ride. Heaviest slowdowns to the outbound George, Cross Bronx westbound, packed from the Bronx River Parkway. Outbound Lincoln, stick with 11th Avenue. That's about 5 to 10. Using 9th, about 15 to 20. Just picked up a broken down car in the tube. Outbound Hahn, already about 15 to 20 minutes. Lighter than normal on the LIE eastbound, just a bit heavy between the BQE and Queens Boulevard in Queens. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
This college basketball tournament moment is brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy.
After rupturing his Achilles celebrating the team's Sun Belt Tournament championship, Georgia State head coach Ron Hunter was forced to roll the sidelines of the NCAA tournament on a stool with wheels. In the opening round, 14th-seeded Georgia State faced 3rd-seeded Baylor. Down 2, R.J. Hunter, the coach's son, hit a game-winning three-pointer, causing his father to fly off his stool, celebrating on the floor.
Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
I see what he's doing now.
Yeah, now he's completely in Yacht Rock.
Well, but it's also weather-related. Windy. Right, we had breezing.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Now it's Ride Like the Wind.
Feeling it. Because I told you, I think the face of Yacht Rock, and I've been yelled at by Peter for this. It's Christopher Cross.
Well, why wouldn't he be the face?
Well, because you could argue.
Sailing is literally
No, it's not. It's not
the Yacht Rock anthem.
No. I mean, it's up there. It's on the line. It's one of them. It's one of a few.
Now,
but he doesn't have enough catalog to be the
but his catalog is.
How many Grammys did he win in that album?
Oh,
5?
it's one of the greatest debut albums in the history of music.
And I do think it's what motivated the idea of calling it Yacht Rock.
Now, Ride Like the Wind.
You know what, Alan?
That's my theory.
Alan?
Well, I just Googled it.
It's a great call by Alan.
Sailing. Immediately, I said the Yacht Rock anthem. It gave me Sailing as the first one.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's hard.
My work is done here.
By the way, real quick, I just want to point this out though. If we're going to be Captain Literal Man,
hang on a second.
I'm not a big boater.
Look up at the screen, guys. I got an itch.
You're not even back from break yet. Don't worry about it. But I'm not a big boater.
No,
but I don't think yachts. I don't know if you sail on the. Do you sail on the yacht?
But that's not what we're talking about.
But it's Yacht Rock, but it's not Sail Rock.
It's just the song and what Christopher Cross represents. What I've always found interesting about Ride Like the Wind is you could just replace it with I Like to Win. You wouldn't notice the difference.
Oh, that's what Stephanie does. Changes lyrics all the time.
But there are people that probably think is I like to win. Oh, this
No, not that. No, because that's not I'm Sailing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
But, right, Jacob, right, like, I ride like the wind to be free again. I like to win to be free. Like, it fits. It works.
I think you should write like a Weird Al Don LaGreca version of Ride Like the Wind.
Should, right?
I wouldn't hate
that.
Now,
I think you should do that, Don, and then perform it at Beach Bash.
Now, really, Michael McDonald is more the face because Michael McDonald is singing backup on, I think, every Yacht Rock song. Even this one, the Ride Like the Wind.
Yeah.
Got a long way to go. Such a long way to go. Really, I think he sang backup more than he actually sang on songs that were his. Amazing.
Well, the funny part is it's all I
pretty
think
good
guys,
residual checks. Right?
I want to show Alan. I want to show Don something. I want to show.
I'm not there. I don't think this is the day for you to show him.
Sometimes
let me get my glasses.
Sometimes
I'd want to be there too, Peter. I'd feel left out.
Sure.
Sometimes I think Alan's like just over the top. Like I'm just like he was with Rick for too long, infantile sex jokes. But that was legitimately funny. And then you followed it up nicely. No, that's not what I'm teaching Don. I'm going to show Don. This is something he's incapable of learning, Alan, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I had an opinion, and it's based on a lot of love and solid knowledge of the music.
Mm-hmm.
You both presented points, and I am going to concede the point and say I think you're right. Sailing does make sense as the quintessential yacht rock song. Don, that was called losing an argument. That was called conceding a point.
This is a great moment. This is a big moment.
No, Alan, this is important. I don't know. I don't think it'll do anything. I don't think it will, but it can be done is the point.
I have done it.
Well, I'll talk. No, with Nancy, we know you do it.
Well, every time.
Every time.
You kidding?
I know.
I'm the Washington Generals.
Yeah. Yo, do you realize, Alan, that's part of why we'll never beat Don in an argument because he's never won one in his house.
That's the
ever.
problem.
Ever. That's right. Come on.
He needs to win somewhere.
He's
0-7-94.
Right.
He's the bully that beats everybody up in the schoolyard because when he goes home, his big brother's kicking the crap out of him.
That's exactly right.
I'm taking it out on you.
He doesn't even. We were just talking to the break. He doesn't even try.
No.
He gets home. She says something. He goes, "You know what? You're right, honey." And listen, by the way,
you've just given in, huh?
I'm pretty. Listen, I'm not exactly. I'm no great war general. I'm no General So myself. The great general.
The great, yeah.
One of the greatest generals.
General So. How many wars did he win anyway?
Well, every war. The only thing is, the only general I respect more, he left the family and he removed general from his name. He, of course, is Sir Sesame. And I believe that, because they're obviously related.
Yes, very
Sesame
much so.
and the General are very related.
They're very close.
As I've gotten older, guys, I used to be a So guy. And after I read the story and heard what happened and tasted the slight difference, I've become a Sesame man myself.
Guess what? I'm getting Chinese tonight.
That's all you needed.
That's all I needed.
He's in, folks.
It's amazing. All you gotta
Alan,
do
what is your, if you can choose one item?
I used to be a General So.
Okay.
I moved to Orange.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, that's the third cousin. That's the other family. That's the half brother. Is Orange.
Right.
Orange chicken.
Yeah. Orange is a good friend, but every now and then though I will visit Sesame.
Oh, I love Sesame.
Every now and then, just to change it up. But Orange is like that's a reliable friend.
Can I tell you though, all of those dishes, the General, the great General, Sesame, Uncle Sesame, and Cousin Orange, all of them
Agent
Orange, if you will. All of them make me feel like such a, as Ray would say, sloppy pig. It's because you not only have it's fried breading covered in sugar sauce that we lay on top of a bed of rice.
Sure, why not? More sugar.
So like I feel when I'm doing Chinese food, I'm like, I'm not going to be terrible. That's when I do a chicken with broccoli or a beef with, to at least not do the breading. At least the breading's out.
Yeah, but see, you do that. And when it's over, you're like,
I'm not satisfied.
I didn't
I know.
live.
It
I
doesn't
live
hit.
Today.
It doesn't hit.
If you're doing it, you got to be all in or don't bother.
Let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour chicken, is that like Chuck from Happy Days? Like, where is he among the brothers?
Chuck.
It's a great.
You never saw his face, and then he all of a sudden just disappeared from all the episodes. They killed him off without killing him.
The sweet and sour is not bad.
It's a great. Sweet and sour are brothers. Sweet and sour and orange, I'm sorry, are brothers.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Sweet and sour is sort of like the gateway drug.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was
really
my first
feels
one.
Like it's the gateway.
But I don't like how they fry the sweet and sour. That
a little different, yeah.
That like
it's not
cakey
fried,
style.
It's tempura.
That's what it is. It's
more tempura.
It's more tempura style. You're right.
It's delightful if you just want a snack.
Just a snack. You're just having a quick snack on some
sweet
and
and
sour.
You get a pint of it.
Now I want to ask you guys.
Yes.
Have either of you indulged yourself
Many times.
In a version of, people call it different things, but I believe the original version of it is the Grand Marnier shrimp.
Well, if you were invited to the Bacchanal we had.
Whose?
You took us, Peter. Remember?
Oh, to Shun Li.
Yes, at Shun Li.
Is theirs called a Grand Marnier?
I think that's
also?
where we got it.
Yeah,
no?
that's where we got it.
That's the only place I know it exists.
Sorry, when was this?
You weren't a part of
This is pre-you, but it was.
This is the K time.
This was when I was. There were several things. I think I don't remember if Don. I think Don and Michael were offended that they weren't invited.
Even though Michael was, I think, on the road, and Don said it would have been nice to be asked, but I still would have said no.
And then I was also. And then Don killed me off afterwards because I didn't pick up the entire tab too.
Oh my God!
What? Yes,
It was like 9 people. It was like 9 people.
It was all the producers. JJ Devaney. Was Brownshire there?
Of course he was.
What are you kidding me?
Come on.
Did they
How
serve
do you
food?
even do you even know?
I was just asking a question.
Sometimes he just appears and you're like, wait.
and as now, maybe Don would change his tune, though, because since that meal happened, Don has indulged himself and enjoyed a meal at Shun Li and seen how ridiculously expensive it
Oh,
is.
my God.
But I don't
And
know
it's went
if-
up since then. It has went up in
Really,
price.
I can't.
I don't know if we had the Grand Marnier shrimp, though, when we went with Don.
What they are though is they take big crispy fried prawns,
right,
and they drench them in a Grand Marnier flavored like sweet white sauce.
I wear it.
You need a toothbrush.
It is so.
You need a toothbrush.
Oh, it's so damn delicious. Yo, we are getting, for the record, do you know how many people in this great state of ours, the tri-state, are going to be ordering Chinese food because of this conversation?
Anybody that was on the fence now knows exactly what they're going to have.
It's so funny because we're taking Gracie out for her 18th birthday tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, very
What's
nice.
the
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gracie. What's the choice here?
Well, it's her favorite restaurant, Mateo's. So we're going there.
Okay.
But the problem is, after this conversation, I'm like, I'm not feeling chicken parm anymore.
I know.
I they don't have it on the menu, but I might have to order out. Just bring it. You guys mind if they'll all have Italian, but mind if I get?
There is something about talking about Chinese food.
I respect
Crazy.
Alan. If you bring your own Chinese takeout to Mateo's,
I couldn't do that to Dennis.
It would be.
He'd throw me out. Throw me out of the place.
That would be something if you did it.
It would be. It would be quite the move.
That's a Kramer move. Yeah, I can't.
That would remind me of the time I was a child, and our dear friends and neighbor, who is a year older than me, Ari Lippman. We went
R.A. Lippman.
Not R.A. Lippman. I don't know why that's so funny. My family's defined this so funny that you just said that. Ari. His name is Ari.
But you said R.A.
Did I say R.A.?
Did he say R.A.?
It didn't sound like
you
that.
heard Ari, right?
Yeah, I heard Ari.
Ari Lippman. Yeah, he's not R.A. Dickey. It's R.A. Lippman.
That's what it
No.
sounded like.
Ari Lippman. We went to a restaurant.
Sounded like a financial advisor.
We went to a restaurant called El Torito. And Ari, at like 12 years old, ordered a hot dog.
Of course.
From El
Was it
Torito.
Marco?
Yeah, no. Would
My
Marco
son.
still order a hot dog anywhere he
Yeah.
could?
We went out to lunch. He doesn't like bread. He's not a carbs guy.
Not a carb guy. Okay.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's a good
So
start.
he'll get 2 hot dogs
There you
for
go.
lunch.
What is he dipping them in?
Nothing.
Just
It's a choice.
So then we go out to
Careful,
dinner.
careful.
By the way, I'm gonna need him to work on this habit though before high school because
Holy cannoli.
the jokes are gonna pick up.
Yeah.
And then we go to dinner.
Mhm.
2 more hot dogs.
No,
Yeah.
you got to stop this now.
And Nancy's like, "You had hot dogs for lunch." She's like, "But the place that we went to, but they make a really good hot dog."
Make a good hot
Yeah.
dog.
Of course.
Oh my!
You have to tell him what happened to Kay when he wouldn't stop eating hot dogs when he was on the beat.
And what happened?
It became a problem.
Well, he only ate hot dogs. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah, you do. Hot dogs are, and they're also not great to you don't want to base your diet around the hot dog.
No, I get it, but
Probably
you know,
not.
he's 8, and
No, at 8,
the
the hot
metabolism
dog
is through the roof.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, more of your calls at 1-800-919-3776. Ian at 6. Take you up until 7. Then it's Ty Butler on ESPN New York.
Now, listen, I got to talk to you guys about something quite important. And, of course, I am talking about FanDuel. Baseball fans, FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action's easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game. And if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. It's just another reason why FanDuel is home of the home runs. I think the Mets bounce back against the Giants tonight at 9:45. That's what I'm feeling, all right? Head over to FanDuel.com/local. Opt in. Let's see if Juan Soto hits a daily dinger and you can make your free pick on Soto if you want to hit that home run. FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 and over, physically present in New York, no purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amounts. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 877-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. If you're looking at solar in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, here's what actually matters. Real numbers, honest answers, and a team that handles everything. We manage the entire process from start to finish. Designs, approvals, installation, and even a brand new roof if you need one. We don't sell you more than your home actually needs. Just smart systems designed for long-term savings and predictable energy costs. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment. Precision Solar, built to perform for decades.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Tricon Construction is expanding across New Jersey, taking on larger, more complex commercial projects and delivering at a big league level. If you're a developer who values precision, accountability, and execution, you need a construction partner who understands what's at stake: timelines, capital, reputation. That's Tricon. They're building the right way with experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team that shows up ready. Serious projects, serious results. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
Smalls here. If it feels like everybody's sick right now, you aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt that you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right in your home. It includes prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs and other common illnesses. It's in your kit the moment you need it. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no lines at the pharmacy, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook and call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Order your medical emergency kit online in minutes and it ships to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Again, that's $45 off with promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's urgentcarekit.com/smalls, promo code SMALLS.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
ESPN New York is teaming up with Calandra's Bakery to give you the chance to win a pair of tickets to see New York take on Charlotte Sunday, April 12th at Madison Square Garden. Entering is easy. Stop by Calandra's Bakery on Bloomfield Avenue in Caldwell, New Jersey anytime between March 4th and April 7th to enter in person. Full details and contest rules are on the ESPN New York app. Don't miss your shot to be there live. Brought to you by Calandra's Bakery in Caldwell, home of fresh-baked classic Italian pastries and traditions baked daily.
Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works. Place any bet with FanDuel using your Bet Reset token. And if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. So visit FanDuel.com/local to sign up today. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days. Here's how it works. Place any bet with FanDuel using your Bet Reset token. And if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets every single day for 10 straight days. FanDuel, play your game. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369.
All right, let's take a few phone calls as we get to the 6 o'clock hour and a big ENN. Let's go to Claude in Queens. You're on ESPN New York. Hi, Claude. Whoa.
What's up, guys? I'm more of a shrimp with lobster sauce guy myself.
My wife loves
that.
that.
That's
not terrible.
20 shrimp for $10.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah, but it's kind of suspect. I was calling with that guy Thursday, whatever, but I can't stand that guy. Not that I can't stand it, but it's really annoying when that guy calls me on Friday or Thursday after 3 p.m. and tells me he's got an emergency and he needs my help and I got to do this for him. And my whole plans just totally changed because he's that guy. Peace out, fellas.
Nice, man.
I appreciate
He
it.
didn't name the guy.
Didn't name the guy.
But you know what? If it's a close friend, you're there, aren't you?
Yeah, but it does sometimes cross a line.
Oh, yeah.
Like enough already.
Yeah, I get it. But if you know, like, look, Don, you have a good friend. They got a project going at the house. He needs a hand. You're going.
Of course. But if, like, every week you find yourself then
it becomes a bit much.
All of a sudden, a month later, he's got a new addition to his house, and he got free labor.
Right.
And you feel like maybe a
you
line was crossed here.
Don't you? Now you don't hesitate when you know you've got some work around the house that you got to get done.
True.
And you need a extra hand. You know, I don't even hesitate to ask you. You owe me.
Well, we'll see if he reciprocates.
All right.
Let's go to Charlie in Bayside. You're on ESPN New York. Charlie.
Hey.
There you are. What's
All
up?
right. I dozed off there. It's been an hour since I called.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Cubic.
Huh?
All right. What do you got? Charlie?
Charlie.
I think
Charlie!
he fell asleep and then he
forgot to take the medicine.
And whatever. I mean,
the nurse left.
Listen.
Nurse left.
When, when the nurse leaves, it's hard. And dinner, the Jello came and we lost him. It's hard to compete when the Jello comes.
It was Ben Stiller doing the
Now your fingers are gonna hurt.
He knew
You just
knew
pulled
he was on the
landscaping,
call.
dude. Yeah.
Right. And he ducked. He looked into the doorway and did like the throat.
I just had a dream. I saw Ben Stiller last night.
A dream?
Yeah.
A dream of Ben.
Where'd you
Stiller.
see him?
I forget where I was, but like I was telling someone about the show, and I was like, "Oh, look, there's Ben Stiller. He can tell you about the show." And Ben Stiller was like, "Yeah, I love the show." I don't know if that would be true, but in the dream it happened.
Speaking of him, we do need to get him on before the playoffs, right?
I mean, you'd be the connect.
Yeah, we probably have to work on that. Tracy, you want more? You want Tracy Morgan, or do you think? I've told him you got to come in studio because I think in studio he's a lot better than on the phone, right? I think he'd be much better if he's just sitting there with us, just being Tracy Morgan.
I think everybody's better in person, but I think he would definitely be better.
I love Tracy. I've had him on at Hot a million times.
Sorry, we've only had him on twice.
But I don't. He's not going to stay on the rails. Like that's not what Tracy does.
We don't want that. Though.
But then you need him. That's why you need him in person.
That's why I said in studio.
Yeah,
just feels
it can't be on the phone. It wouldn't hit right.
Agree. Okay.
Well, get to work, Alan.
No.
Guys, speaking of food, did you see what I sent you in the group? And I don't know. Look, this was posted today. I guess it could still be April Fool's.
All right.
In the group.
But
look here.
Tomorrow, of course, is Yankees opening day
Sure
at
it
the
is.
stadium.
Yeah.
So they wrote at Yankee Stadium on Twitter, Happy National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day.
Oh.
This homestand, you can get our limited edition peanut butter and bacon jelly burger.
Sorry, bacon what?
Double beef patty, cheddar cheese, miso peanut butter sauce, Melinda's habanero berry bacon jelly, sliced pickles, crispy fried onions, brioche bun. Would you try that?
No.
No, I'm good.
No, this is...
Oh, found the number, by the way. Chris Kirshner put it out on The Athletic for free. The price of the Judge Burger, $22.
All right.
All right, we're right there.
Closer.
That's fair.
It's not 99 at least.
I'm probably good on the burger, too, by the way. I
would definitely get the burger. But this no.
No, it's excessive.
This is a bastardized version of peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, why? I just don't know. Why did baseball decide our sport's not very popular? We're going to start serving disgusting food. We think this will solve the problem.
You know what
I don't understand, Alan.
This is literally like, let's take all the things that we have in the Fixins bar and just throw it on in between two pieces of bread. See how
This should work. We know we're having a tough time getting people to come to the game. We're thinking if we offer them disgusting and expensive food items.
I'm not against bacon jelly.
You know, come
you're not against what?
The bacon bacon jam is delicious.
What's bacon jam?
It's essentially, I don't want to sound, it's jam with bacon pieces in it.
Yeah,
like jam, like jam, like fruit jam.
You do the salty sweet. It does work for some
I
things.
can see that. Okay,
but peanut butter sauce on the burger is kind
imagine
of
not good.
It all sounds disgusting.
It's a warm afternoon. It's the second inning. You are devouring this. What would you say? About sixth inning, we got a problem.
Yeah,
There
and where
better
you
not
eating
be a
this?
line.
Obviously, you can't take bites out of it, so you're going to need to knife and fork it. You're sitting there, and it's in your lap.
I'm going to do it in my pants.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stand at one of the standing tables somewhere. It's a pain in the ace.
And then later it'll be a pain in the ace.
It'll be
You know what?
Go to a day game, go out to dinner like a gentleman.
Right.
Don't even bother with it.
Yeah, don't even stop it.
No, you want a hot dog? Get a
The
hot
whole idea of the hot dog and the Cracker Jacks or the popcorn is the fact that it's very.
That's right.
It's user friendly at a ballpark.
I don't remember the song saying "Buy me some peanuts and a peanut butter jelly bacon burger."
Not that I remember.
It's simple Cracker Jacks,
It was
folks.
actually in the original song, but they couldn't find a rhyme, so they just took it out. They
Buy
had to cut
me
down the
some
song.
peanuts and helmet nachos.
Well, that's
You do love the helmet nacho.
No, the helmet nacho at City,
but that's
is,
portable.
that makes sense.
I saw one with the Texas Rangers where there's a sombrero and there's nachos on the top of it.
That's really the sombrero that you can wear after you're done using it as a nacho holder is brilliant.
Well, you know what else is brilliant?
The
ENN. Yeah.
It's up next. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and Alina Mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers, believe it. Uline is the hardworking, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the night. We've got the Rangers home at MSG. Tonight's the night if you're going to drive into Midtown. Much lighter than normal because of the Passover holiday. No complaints at all on the west side. East side in pretty good shape. FDR southbound just a bit bunched up over by the Midtown Tunnel. Heading over to the outbound George, your heaviest ride, Cross Bronx westbound. Stop and go from the Bronx River Parkway. Inbound George, just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln will run you 5 to 10. Outbound Helena costs you the same. But once you're on the Jersey side, you're crawling on the outbound Skyway, all because of a broken down car on top of the Passaic River. Devils are home tonight at the Rock in Newark. Still have this crash on 280 westbound. 2 lanes out by 21 and the Stickle Drawbridge. Jam there heading through Harrison. Delays once you exit off of the Turnpike. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
DiPietro and Rothenberg's NFL Draft Couchcast, April 23rd, exclusively on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting...
the very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hi, hey, how's everyone doing? Good, grand, wonderful. What's good? Everyone happy? All right, cool. Welcome to ENN. It's brought to you by Fanatics Fest NYC.
Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I'd like to start off by saying good evening to Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Alan, I want to show Don something.
I'm not there. I don't think this is the day for you to show him.
Let me get my glasses.
Good evening to Don.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
501 of the big city, Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Nobody caught it, though. No, it was 3 o'clock.
I know, but you didn't say anything.
It was
Alan
301 in the big city.
Jacob, Anthony.
No, one of them caught it, apparently.
No, there's a clock like right in front of you, though.
Me and Anthony actually didn't catch it until somebody on Twitter said it, and then we was like, "Oh, let me go back and listen." As soon as we heard 501, it was like, "Oh, you know what? That's
It'd be great
making a run next year."
If one of the guys in the control room actually listened to the show.
Oh, come on.
Wouldn't that be good?
Let me say good evening to Don.
He's talking about the Celtics? I thought they had him on to talk about the Knicks. He's a Knick guy.
I didn't know he could get his voice that high.
It was a weird...
On ESPN New York
Wrong
and
one,
streaming live on YouTube.
501. We didn't have to let it play out.
He's talking about the Celtics? I thought they had him on to talk about the Knicks. He's a Knick guy.
No, I do think there are people that sit home and go, "Oh, Alan Hahn's on Get Up. They must be doing some Knicks."
Yeah, that's.
Well, they feel betrayed that you're talking about something else.
I'm trying so hard to just actually establish myself as somebody that is not just that, but hey, it could be worse things.
Hey.
Wait.
Hey. Good evening.
What song is that?
Nirvana.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
Good evening to Alan.
I'm face painting for Carlin. That didn't work.
I feel it's important to remind everyone that your DHR on ESPN Twitter vehicle. It is the Elite Eight. All right?
Let's get to stepping.
I don't know where we stand right now. I'm looking right now.
Oh.
It's not impressive. No. The drop counts are just, I'm not impressed by it.
People are out.
It's such a great, you're talking about Carlin choking versus Richard take it all off. And Don, you will be happy to know Richard's getting smoked.
Good.
Shouldn't have even shown up. Peter diarrhea, which really it should be Keegan diarrhea.
Yeah.
Freddie is getting smoked by Yusuk Pusick. And, Don Yelling is doing what Don Yelling does. It's a shame because Don really is who championed the Peter Vape Ape moment. And now the Vape Ape rant is being taken down by your ass.
You got the job, you ass!
But you guys still have the opportunity to vote. It's DHR on ESPN, on X or Twitter. Like I said, none of these matchups are extremely close. The closest one is the Vape Ape rant versus you got the job, you ass.
I want you to know, as you can see, the check is next to your name. I voted for you.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
Because it's the better drop. But I do think you devalue me a little bit every time you say me shouting. As if, I got a cheat code.
That's what Don does. He just screams.
He's trying to get to all of the championship drops. I'm not saying it's not a good strategy.
Did you guys get rid of the page for me?
No.
Garbage. Look at this garbage.
That would be impossible.
How many
essentially.
chances you get?
There it is.
No,
Former
Michael
Raven.
K.
Replied. Or current Raven.
Oh, like the game doesn't need him.
Sorry, he's a Charger now. He's a Charger. Oh, no, he's a Ram.
Cut his fat ass.
That's a win. So you have, in terms of all-time history, Don's winners are.
We know. Look at this garbage. Look at this garbage. How many chances you get? No, Michael K. Cut his fat ass.
That was epic.
That's 5. 5. Now, he also has won with.
Former Raven.
Replied.
Or current Raven.
Oh, like the game doesn't need him.
Sorry, he's a Charger now.
He's a Charger.
Oh, no, he's a Ram.
That's.
And also, of course.
I think I'm saying this right, Peter. Stench in Mamaroneck. You're on ESPN New York. How are you, sir?
Oh, hey, no, it's Bennett.
So Don only has yelling or making an ass of himself.
These are the only.
And you know what? You've got a chance at another ass at yourself winner this year. Now don't feel bad though, because I've never won Drop Madness, and Michael K has only won once, and it was this.
Thank you, my friend, and I will see you soon. Say hi to everybody.
Be well. You say hello too.
Okay, take care, Michael. It's Michael K with me here.
Do you hear Greeny when he?
I feel so bad for him.
Okay.
He goes. We just lost him. That's what he's thinking. He's thinking
Greeny's
we lost
waiting for him to say something like okay, and then he goes, okay.
Very seldom.
Thank you, my friend, and I will see you soon. Say hi to everybody.
Be well. You say hello too.
Okay, take care, Michael. It's Michael K with me here.
Greeny's okay is like I've tolerated enough. Don't hurt yourself.
That might be the last time I ever speak to him.
Okay with this one. All right.
I'm trying to think. There's that's only comparable to one moment, in my opinion, in history. You know that, right? This is how you know, Alan, that these two were meant to be together, and always should have been together. And you and I'm not saying we're not important. It's nice that we're here playing our reindeer games.
No, it's doing well. We're well.
Can I get the whole interaction, please? That's what really shows how they deserve.
At least you know now, Peter, because as you were searching, and you were asking for it the other day, it's hard to find now.
No, it is.
So
we got to go looking around.
But it really feels like Don was infected by whatever it was.
No, I definitely. Well, I've always told the story that I was affected by what the heck did he just say?
Yeah,
and we were taping, so I thought, all right, we can maybe do this again.
No.
And, of course, when they aired it, they aired the whole thing.
Oh, why edit that out? No. It's classic.
Did you guys find the full thing? Oh, can you just hit it for me? I don't know where it is.
LT, it's Don LaGreca. How are you?
All right, fine, Don. What's happened to you?
No, it's doing well. We're well. Now, tell me, how much of the Giants have you been able to watch this year?
Actually, don't watch a whole lot. I've seen him several times.
After all that, he goes, how much you got to watch? He goes, actually. That's never a good start. Whenever anyone says actually, you know it's not going to be.
We've got LT on to talk some Giants. LT, how much time did you watch him? Not much.
I know.
All right, well, thanks for coming on.
Wait, watch who? The Giants? Not much.
Now, this was before the Giant-Panther playoff game in 2005, in which I did the show from the transmitter at the Meadowlands.
Beautiful moment.
Because we weren't allowed in the footprint of Giant Stadium.
No, you know.
John Winthrop was the producer. So when I got the rundown, I'm waiting to see, okay, obviously he's going to have to edit. So I talked to Lawrence Taylor earlier this week, and I asked him, because I figured he was going to get rid of us not speaking English, and then LT basically saying, this interview's worthless, I haven't seen him all year. No, entire thing aired.
All of it.
The whole damn thing.
By the way, you should have known from that moment where we were going.
Yeah, and really, it's been, spiraling down apparently a bottomless hole for 25 years.
It's a very large sink, but we're near the drain.
Well, you think, and
then you somehow find further.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great moment.
At some point, we'll come out the other side.
So, anyways, we're very excited to see what wins. I hope you guys will go vote DHR on ESPN. Let's see. There's so much to get to today. I mean, like a myriad of things.
Myriad?
You go myriad?
Look at you.
I go myriad.
I'm not married. I say a myriad.
All right.
Myriad?
I don't know if I'm dead wrong. Are you sure I'm dead wrong?
I'm not. I'm just saying that I think it can go both.
And what? That's interesting. And what did you say, Anthony?
You know what? I was saying something in your ear about we can further the story from yesterday, then forgetting that you weren't here yesterday.
That's unfortunate what you did there. Do you want to tell me?
But you'll enjoy it because it's about the downfall of the Philadelphia Eagles.
I do love that.
So the article that Jeremy Fowler had yesterday talked about how there are a lot of coaches, both past and otherwise. I think he got 13 sources for this story, which is kind of hard to do.
No, that's a
but he
lot.
got 13 sources to talk about how Jalen Hurts doesn't get along well with others and that coaches have had a hard time coaching him. So that, of course, led to I guess the owners' meetings are going on in Arizona, or there's at least meetings where the owners are available. Jeffrey Lurie was talking about how much he loves Jalen Hurts today.
Oh, I love Jalen. I mean, there's no bigger fan of Jalen than me. Clutch gene, absolutely. MVP of the Super Bowl 13 months ago. Should have been MVP of the Super Bowl right before that. Exceptional. And so dedicated. I mean, I think you probably know, spend a lot of time with Jalen, and he's, as I do with most quarterbacks, and incredibly dedicated to the game, to winning, and being a huge winner. I love everything about him.
So there you go. That make you feel better if you're an Eagles fan?
Sounded like he was reading off his stat line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it written down on the paper. I love it. I'd love to see this. And it's good news, though, because don't feel bad, Eagles fans. We also found out Jason Kelsey's covering the Masters. So
is that true?
Yeah. Don't anyone worry about it.
I don't get it.
I think the par 3
yeah, he's on the par 3.
extravaganza.
Yeah. But don't worry, he'll be on your TV. Don't think you're going to have to survive with no JK. All the Kelsey you can handle. All right. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but Tiger Woods had a rough week last Friday. And today the body cam footage is out on Tiger Woods. And do you want to hear what it sounds like?
Mm-hmm. LT, it's Don LaGreca. How are you?
All right, Don. How's happened to you?
No, it's doing real well. Now tell me how much.
Now, Tiger Woods did not look great in this video, and the memes being made are absolutely, generational, what we're seeing. You're going to see the memes of Tiger. God bless him. You know I'm a huge fan. You are going to see these memes of Tiger in the back of the car, probably for the rest of eternity. He says in the video that he was looking at his phone and changing the radio station. Well, which one, buddy? When speeding in his Land Rover, and it clipped the back of a truck and rolled onto its side. Woods said, "I'm being arrested?" And the officer said, "Yes, sir." After handcuffing Woods, authorities searched his pockets and found 2 white pills. That's not good. "That's a Norco," Woods said after an officer pulled out the pills, referring to a painkiller that contains acetaminophen and the opioid hydrocodone. Authorities would later confirm he was in possession of hydrocodone. In the body cam footage, he also told the officer he had not drunk any alcohol and he had taken a few medications earlier in the day. The Woods' words are muted in the released video as he describes some of the drugs. He pled not guilty Tuesday to driving under the influence, which is interesting. Curious to see how that's going to pan out. And now, guys, in the last 45 minutes or so, there's other people reporting other things about Tiger's day. The story just keeps unfolding. Apparently, Woods called President Trump from the scene of the crash before his arrest.
Well, I guess that's why he said that he's not going to be at the Masters.
Yeah, he knew.
Guys, that is insane. There's video of Tiger Woods.
Mm-hmm.
There's video, body
Calling
cam
the president.
footage of him calling the president.
Well, listen.
This is their typical day and a typical life.
If you need help getting out of a jam,
you think
you have the president in your contacts, it's probably the first place you might go.
I mean, you have to have a lot of audacity. I'll tell you what, it's some solid audacity to have.
What do you think he is in the context? What would you write there? Because
it's probably DJT.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to have some little code there, right? You're not actually going to put his full name. I'm curious about that.
I mean, listen, before I fell out with him, in my phone, it just said Drake.
Drop!
But then I had a different number for him that said Drizzy.
Drop!
And then there was There was even a third number, I think, at one point that said Aubrey. Why'd you think you had to hit the third one when I hit the first two? Jacob, you saw that I'd hit the first two.
Better.
I think the emphasis was important on that.
You wanted to double up.
I do think...
He didn't trust me on the third one.
No, it's not the trust. I think Jake understood the mission here.
He said
which was to really emphasize the third time around
the level of name dropping.
We needed the echo.
Because there are people who would think, oh my God, I just made a complete ass out of myself. I've already been in trouble with the law and for driving before. I don't want to call the President of the United States. In fact, I'd like to hope that this goes away in whatever way humanly possible. Because you always have time later, right, to call the president and see if you can get any help. But at first, I might be thinking, let me call my lawyer.
But
by the way, you're hot.
He's already right. You're acting like he was
in the best mind state.
He was in his own mind at that point.
But Trump was on Truth Social like shortly after that, asking
for him to be pardoned.
DeSantis to be pardoned.
Yes.
I think that's better than a lawyer. No,
hilarious.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to play out that way.
That's a different world.
Yeah, I don't think it can work. I don't think you can come out and even the president coming out and saying, "Hey, do this." I don't know if that is going to end up
publicly.
It's not a good look. That's what it is. Listen, I'm not going to tell Donald Trump how to do covert things behind closed doors, but I feel like shouldn't that call to DeSantis come privately? What can we do to help out my boy?
He doesn't know that at the time.
What do you? I mean, I just once you tweet it, now the whole world is looking, going, "Hey, DeSantis, are you just going to let Tiger Woods?" I mean,
it's Tiger Woods.
Let's keep this on the lowdown, no doubt.
It just shows you it's like there's a whole other world that we think we're all on the same level of, which we know it's a totally different world.
If it makes you feel any better, I've never thought I'm on the level. I know exactly where I am. If that happens to me, it's called going to jail.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Well, but that's again regular people.
Yeah. I might be able to find a decent lawyer to call. My guy, Stat Guy Greg.
Stat Guy Greg.
He's a good lawyer.
Standing right next to you.
Yeah, I got SGG right there. He was with me when Mike Woods, the weatherman, broke my arm for down when I did Fox 5, when I did Good Day New York.
I remember that.
Broke your
arm. That
was
just before you joined us.
Yeah, horrible.
That's
incident.
when I knew of you. All mummied up on TV.
Why did Mike Woods break your arm?
Well,
he's a good guy.
You don't know the story?
I do not.
I played in a softball game for Good Day New York, and it was some sort of local, like celeb adjacent game. And it was a Good Day New York was in it. The great Rosanna Scotto, of course, was a manager.
Oh, wow,
Mike Woods was playing, and a bunch of WWE superstars, Charlotte Flair, et cetera, were all playing. And I was playing second base. I can't say I was in the best shape of my life. And
but you were on second base, so according to Don, you were doing well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We call it a Hawthorne double. And I'll send you the video, Alan. It's all quite troubling. I was at that age, 35, when you don't quite know you're completely washed yet. You know, you don't know yet. You think you're still like the 20s you, but you're 35, and 35 is really the beginning of the end. And there was a pop-up. By the way, I was never good at dealing with pop-ups ever. In fact, the reason I moved to second base is because I was so bad in the outfield and found it so nerve-wracking. I was like, let me just play a position in the infield where if you're basically aggressive, you can stop the ball.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind taking it off the chest to block it. Have fun, Alan. But so right out of the gate, pop up out over my head. I turn and you can hear Alan. I'm going to send it to you during the break so you can laugh at this.
Okay.
I'm mic'd up so you can hear like I'm so nervous. I turn and run to get the ball behind me, and the ball's still in the dirt. And this lunatic, Mike Woods, coming in from right field, just levels me. And
he's a big guy.
He's jacked to the gills.
Yeah.
And I do a complete flip, and in doing so, land on my shoulder and separate it.
Now he was the weatherman, right?
I still is,
right.
I believe.
I always called him the Black Brandon.
Who's Brandon?
Tierney. He kind of looks like an African American version of Brandon Tierney.
I never.
But think about it.
You know what?
Now I won't be able to unsee it.
That's and you know what? I mean, respectfully to Tierney, who's not a small guy, but Mike Woods he's big.
Mm-hmm.
And so after my shoulder was separated, Alan, and I was injured in the game, I went on the attack against Good Day New York, and they had me come in to Good Day New York the next day to talk about it, and I went full Andy Kaufman and wrapped my head completely mummified in bandages and brought my stat guy Greg wearing a suit and threatened to sue everybody involved. And it was one of the most fun things I've ever done. But the part that was not a work was the damn separated shoulder, which was brutal.
That really did hurt.
Dude, I don't know, ever since that day, whenever I hear that a football player is like questionable with a separated shoulder,
you get it.
I'm like, these people are no, I don't get it, Don. Questionable. I'd be out for a month.
Okay.
I couldn't sleep. Alan, you had a separated shoulder before?
Yeah.
You can't sleep on your side. You can't.
Right.
Sitting up in the bed is hard. It's the entire area hurts.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And these guys are like, I'm pretty. It hurts, but I'm going to try to play this weekend.
When did they put it back in?
Well, they didn't. It wasn't dislocated. Once it's separated, it's a wrap.
So you just had the subluxation, right? It was just a little bit out.
Yeah. So I have
stretches the ligament, but not completely popped out.
Yeah. So you end up just getting this weird bump on your shoulder.
Yep.
On your trap.
That's how it starts, and then the next thing that happens, then the next time it gets hit, it pops
comes out.
That's the one that's the adventure.
Because then they have to put it back in.
Well, picture sitting on a bench and having a trainer just literally go, it might hurt for a second, and then it pops. Now it hurts like hell, and then it's fine. Like literally fine.
Well, you saw what Mel Gibson went through in Lethal Weapon.
I heard that they actually did separate his shoulder and pop it back in on purpose, just for effect.
Is that true?
No.
Speaking of Tiger Woods' drinking issues, Puka Nacua has checked into rehab. No shock here.
No one saw this coming.
Well, you called for this.
Well, I said last week when there was the story of him biting a woman and calling her like some sort of anti-Semitic slur or whatever. I said, I saw videos around the Super Bowl of him wasted out in public. Now I'm hearing another story of him biting a woman and saying nasty things to her. Something's going on here. But also, this could be one of those things you never know where they're just trying to avoid any sort of real jail time or trouble. So they just put themselves into rehab. But he is now going to be in a rehab facility because of this.
Well, both could be true, right? In the sense that he's just going there for PR, but still could get help. I guess if he's open to it.
Yeah, absolutely. No. Both could be true. Phil Mickelson will not be at the Masters.
Oh, neither will I.
You going to be all right with that? Oh, actually, hold on though. Before Don makes a bad joke. Wait, no.
That's so good.
No, his joke was fine either way because I know the story. All Don said was neither will I.
Right,
it's
true.
So
he didn't know anything else.
It's so good.
He will not be out. He will be out for an extended period as his family continues to navigate a personal health matter.
Yeah. I wasn't. I didn't know that, but that's not. I'm saying he won't be there. I'm not there. You know what? I've got his back. I'm not going.
You're supporting Phil. You're in lockstep. Now,
the timing, Don, was so pitch perfect. It was just right on.
Well, that's what makes him one of the greats. For all my trading card people, Fanatics under the Topps brand will produce fully licensed NFL cards for the first time since 2016. And it's instituting its debut and award winner patch program they announced earlier today. Topps will include a 1-of-1 numbered rookie premier patch autograph card and NFL Honors Gold Shield autograph cards featuring gold NFL shields taken from the jerseys of the AP award winners, MVP, Offensive Defensive Rookie of the Year, etc., during the 2025 season. So it's going to be a continuation of a program that they already use in MLB and NBA cards, but for all the card folks, you'll be excited about that. Now, we have our Drop Madness
let's
results.
get to it. Let's get to stepping.
It's going to be a crazy day as we see the results. We start out I'm going to start out in the Flub region. No surprise. Goodbye, Richard. The 1 seed advances.
25 a month. Don on Rosenberg with you until 7. In your ears. Get Optimum famously fast.
So good. Oh, man. We say goodbye. Let's play it. Let's say goodbye to the 1 seed in the funny region.
A little yo-yo monkey boy. He wanted me to jump up and make the jokey so the people go laugh time.
I voted for that.
No, listen, you did the right thing, but sorry, Don. The 2 seed, Don, you got the job, you ass, advances.
You got the job, you ass.
57-43. We head to the troubling region.
Right thing happened here,
Oh, man, and we say goodbye to the 1 seed in the funny region as well.
I had diarrhea that you dream about.
No, I got to tell you, in another year to me, guys, that could be a winner.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But it lost to the
matchup.
It lost to the 2 seed.
You suck, Busick.
61-39. You suck, Pusick.
Right.
Advances.
Pepto-Bismol.
Now, Richard, let's hear from the 7 seed one last time.
Take it off. Take it all off.
Goodbye.
Richard is gone. Smoked.
He gone.
79-21. Carlin choking advances.
This is college football.
Hold on.
This is college football.
Hold on. Now, you guys are trying to tell me.
This poor man.
You guys are going to tell me right now in good conscience that you got the job, you ass. Don interrupting commercial. Carlin choking. And you suck, Pusick isn't one of the great Final Fours of all time.
Listen,
I
know there's recency bias, but this is a great Final Four. So you would have what? 1-2-2-1.
Anthony?
Oh,
I mean,
thank you.
With all the complaining that was done, look what he's
Look at that seeding.
Think about it. And think
what
about
he's given us.
But by the way, but Don, it wouldn't have looked as good because originally, what did you have Don at, a 5 seed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it shows that the switch was right, though.
And the lowest seed to advance was Richard at 7. So you had a 1 versus 7 in the troubling region, right?
Everything else.
No, the nether region. 1 versus 2 in the troubling, 1 versus 2 in the funny, 1 versus 3 in the flubs.
I mean, that's beautiful.
That's good.
That's just great
Now,
seeding.
what's Carlin going to say about me tomorrow? Or,
We're
do
gonna
I
find
lose
out.
either way?
Stay tuned and find out.
I got to tell you.
10 o'clock tomorrow.
Couldn't these both be incredibly close matchups?
I think this is, well, they better be. And you know what? We better see some big numbers.
Because Don has your ass up against himself interrupting a commercial.
He has what
So
up
that's
against himself?
And then Carlin choking is up against you suck, Pusick. I mean, these are...
Oh, there's a symmetry there.
Yeah, wow. This is now quite a Final Four, if you really think about it.
Is Carlin's choking on Anthony? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, well...
That's not what I was going to say at all. That'll do it for ENN, brought to you by Fanatics Fest NYC. Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th to the 19th. See Aaron Judge, Jalen Brunson, John Cena, and so many more at the world's largest sports fans festival. Tickets available now at fanaticsfest.com.
All right, if we're allowed back, we'll take your calls at 1-800-919-3776. We will lead you up to Ty Butler at 7 and then right into Mets-Giants on ESPN New York.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Hey fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Friday, April 17th when the Yankees host the Royals and be ready to receive a Yankees promotional giveaway that has become a fan favorite. It's Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees hockey jersey. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, don't miss the Yankees and Royals for Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub on Friday, April 17th. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 3 locations this week: Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly, professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold, the bright yellow building on Route 9 South, or TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River on Route 37, corner of Hooper Avenue, just off the Garden State. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time...
It's time.
Coverage of Rangers Canadians begins on 10:50 at 6:30, and we'll join the Lakers in Thunder in progress after that. Mets are in San Francisco facing the Giants with coverage on 880 following Ty Butler at 9, and the Devils host the Capitals on ESPN Plus at 7:30. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Benny,
Agbayana?
No, it's a Benny. I think it's Maldonis.
Oh,
this song.
That song is a creepy song.
She 16 years old.
No. The line, Don, is she's just 16 years old.
Leave her alone, they say.
Leave her alone, they say.
Now, there's a video. I don't know if you ever saw the video.
It adds to the creep. It just makes it creepier.
Right, and he's got like one of those, old mullets where you're kind of bald in front, long hair in the back.
It's not business in the front. It's nowhere in the front.
Right, he's clearly deep in his 30s. And, he's singing about a 16-year-old. Knocks on the door. The father answers, send him on his way. He's lucky he didn't get his head snapped off his neck.
Right.
Because I got to tell you, if Benny Mardonis is knocking on my door when Jalen's 16, he's not making it back to his car.
No, definitely not.
All right?
No, that's what I mean. But it was different in the 80s.
Well, it was different. Do you know how many songs involve like 16 years old?
Yeah.
She's 16. You're beautiful and you're mine.
Yeah, but that's supposed to be sung from the perspective of a 16-year-old boy.
True,
the problem
but still.
is that Benny, they're saying that song is about a young boy as well, but I'm sorry, Benny, then you can't play the character in the video.
And I guess it depends on the state you're in, but, Wingers, she's only 17.
Yeah.
17.
Mm-hmm.
What was the next line?
Daddy said she's too young,
but she's old enough for me. I'm telling you, where are these daddies? Like going to Kip Winger and just beating on his face. just taking the handsome out, because he was a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he was.
Not anymore.
Beat
him dead.
Slamming his face into the wall a few times.
What was that line from Raging Bull? Oh, he ain't no pretty no more. Oh my! If Kip Winger's singing about Jalen, she's only 17.
Yeah. No.
How old was he at the
Daddy's, time? Let's say he was 19.
Doesn't matter.
He's flying around the stage. She's only 17. Daddy says she's too young, but old enough for me.
Yeah, he's basically endorsing the idea
Kip
of
Winger,
that mindset.
In memoriam, Kip Winger.
I don't. This doesn't hit the same, so I don't know who Kip Winger is.
By the end of the video, it says this video was made in memory.
In the same video.
I don't look. You never heard the band Winger?
I don't know if I know.
He had the audacity to name the band after himself. At least Van Halen had two Van Halen.
Right.
Now, I don't know.
Right.
He might have had a brother in the band. This is like 19. What was it? 86, 87.
If it was
again, the 80s, music in the 80s, death, pure death. I'm excited tomorrow.
Late 80s
because
was terrible music.
The 80s on 8's got the countdown. They're doing 1982. That's right in my wheelhouse.
Oh my God!
You start
that's a
getting
good
deep
year.
in the 80s. We talked about this before. Just absolute filth music.
When is this on tomorrow?
It's there tomorrow at 9, and then they repeat it throughout the weekend.
That's my favorite thing.
All right, so Kip Winger. I don't know, but aren't the record companies saying, listen, I know you're a little caught up in the whole art thing, but do you know what you're saying?
Yeah. Do you get what the story you're telling?
No. All right, so he's 64. Okay. So he was born in 61. So let's say that they
when did that song come out? Because I would have been 15 when that song came out. 15 or 16 years old.
I got to see, because it was definitely their biggest song.
Actually, no. I remember this now. I was 17 when that song came out, because I knew a girl at that time who, we had answering machines. Yeah, 89. So that's my senior year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. He was 27 years old singing that song.
You can't be 27 singing that song.
Well, but is it about a personal time from his past? And he was singing about when he was 17.
Don't really think he's telling us
Do you really
that.
want to take the chance that people in 1989 are going to break down his song? It's not American Pie, all right? So, or are they just going to assume that he's a pedophile?
Don, as I was saying, this is you get the red flags with people you meet. The red flag I got was this girl we had back then. answering machines that you could record a song, right?
Oh, well, everyone could. Yeah, of course you would.
So one time I gave her a call. That was the song on her answering machine. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
But you know what?
But she just liked the song.
Yeah, sure.
How old was she?
16.
Well, why wouldn't? What's weird about her liking the song? Maybe I don't understand the song. What would be weird for a 16-year-old girl to like the song?
Well, check the lyrics and then get back.
Yeah, I don't know what the lyrics are, so you're putting me in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Well, listen, God love him.
God bless.
But it just shows you in the 80s, like, was anybody paying attention?
No.
Who was the comedian that was in that show on HBO, Crashing?
I don't remember.
I want to give him credit. It was on HBO maybe a few years ago. I want to be able to get his name. Pete Holmes.
Okay.
All right. You know Pete Holmes.
Sure I do.
He does a bit like with Springsteen, the song "I'm on Fire."
Oh,
hey,
my
little
God.
girl, is your daddy home? So you're all alone. Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
And he does it. It's like, why wasn't the producer like in his ear going, Bruce, have you seen these lyrics? What are you singing about?
What are you talking
What's
about?
the matter with you? But there was a time where it's like,
Well, that's the problem. That's what makes these things both creepy and funny, because you start applying now to then, and it doesn't work.
The 80s was a very...
The 80s was the end of olden times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big time. It's a brave new world.
It was the anything goes decade, and then we realized we probably need to have some parameters.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to answer to these at some point.
Yeah, that's happening now.
Oh God,
what happened?
I'm reading the lyrics.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't call back. I didn't leave a message.
No, I don't mean those. I'm reading On Fire, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, On Fire.
Oh, let me. What's your Fakakta song again?
It's
Winger.
She's
17 lyrics. All right, hold on. I'll be the judge.
All right, let's.
Yeah.
You want to read them out loud?
Yeah, I saw sparks fly from the corner of my eye.
Oh, boy.
And when I turned, it was love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
I said, please excuse me, I didn't catch your name. It'd be a shame not to see you again.
Oh,
and just when I thought she was coming to my door, she whispered sweet and brought me to the floor.
There you go.
She said, I'm only 17. I'll show you love like you've never seen. She's only 17. Daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me.
Sure.
Right. I'm not loving it.
He's 27, 28 years old as he's singing this.
As he's singing this, come to my place, we can talk it over. Everything down in your head. She said, take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the 80s.
So that was the 80s.
And this all came because we played the Benny, what's his name song?
Mardonis.
And that song is also heavily creepy. You know what? We have a list. Top 5
heavily creepy
80s songs.
Yeah.
I think we.
Oh, you know what? That would be something. Don could do it.
Hart did a song that is also the reverse of it, but also creepy. All I want to do is make love to you.
Oh yeah. Just picks
she
up like a
across
homeless
boy
guy on the street.
Well, he's a boy, and he's in this. It's raining, and she just decides, I'm going to take him to a hotel. Have my way. Listen to that song. So it was.
I'm surprised.
I'm
honestly surprised we made it. And some, you know what? We should say some people didn't make it through the 80s.
No.
We fortunately did.
Yeah.
And you know what? We needed people like Anthony Pusick to be born in the 90s to say, no more,
guys.
It stops now.
Right.
And also, don't even bring up the 90s.
Yeah. All right, close it out with your calls. 1-800-919-3776. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg taking up until Ty Butler at 7 on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys, with Xfinity, you already enjoy ESPN as part of your TV lineup with live games, daily sports coverage, and expert analysis. And now the ESPN Unlimited plan, Unlimited, is available at no additional cost, giving you access to additional ESPN content in the ESPN app, including more must-see action like WWE, premium live events, on-demand programming, and originals to explore. Visit Xfinity.com/your subscriptions to activate ESPN Unlimited access. Then start watching in the ESPN app. More from ESPN, all in one place.
Baseball fans, listen up. FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action's easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. It's just another reason why FanDuel is the home of home runs. So whether you want to get on board with Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, or someone else around baseball to hit a homer, head over to FanDuel.com/local to opt in for daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting that home run. FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB, must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary, opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
If you manage an active facility, you don't have time for disruption. Tricon Construction specializes in working inside healthcare, commercial, and industrial buildings without shutting operations down. That means tight planning, clear communication, safe, disciplined execution, because when patients are inside, when tenants are working, when production can't stop, there's no margin for mistakes. When it has to be handled professionally and handled right, Tricon is the only choice. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. J. Shaw at Soundwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SoundwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
Think great meat has to come with a high price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. Get beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions just $9.98 a pound. That's awesome quality at a great value for your table. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. Shop one of their 7 locations, or you can order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat. Wild prices.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program may only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it could end your debt nightmare and save you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. For free information and to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, simply go online and visit DRA.com or call 800-433-8909. 800-433-8909. Again, that's 800-433-8909.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft, presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. From the big decisions to the big-time drama. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive. And it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk. ESPN New York.
Now, Phil Simms was on Bart and Carlin earlier today.
Oh.
Getting closer to the draft. So Phil was asked about Ty Simpson. This should perk Allen up. Phil, can you give me a player currently in the NFL that compares to Ty Simpson?
He has a really, really good NFL arm, and he's very athletic. He runs around, he makes plays, he's tough as hell, all that. And I was trying to think of who is he in the NFL, and I came up with Bo Nix. That's about the only, I thought, the closest I could get. You know, guys that move around well, he's a little better athlete, I think, moving than Bo Nix is. But I think Bo Nix is just, he plays big, throws it down the field, and those are things that work well, I think, with Ty Simpson.
What does that do for you?
I mean, nothing.
You're
Doesn't do
dead
anything.
inside
Like,
with the Jets.
The comps are,
So Bo Nix.
But a Bo Nix comp, like Bo Nix is pretty good. He's not blowing you away, right? He's pretty good. So
if he doesn't get hurt, the Broncos might be in the Super Bowl.
Right. Right. So he's pretty good. But we all know that their defense is why they were where they were. But I'm not. Look, I don't have great expectations of Ty.
But if you draft Bo Nix, or Ty Simpson, and he becomes Bo Nix, and you drafted him 33rd overall, you're doing backflips.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You got a capable starter that if everything else with your team is good, you have a chance to do something. But is he like your 10 years my quarterback situation? I don't know.
We'll see, I guess, what Bo Nix can be. But
no, that's interesting stuff.
Phil says Ty Simpson would fit the Jets, but may not be what the team wants.
You know, the Jets, I think he can fit into their offense that they're going to create very easily if they do draft him because, we got Musgrave and Frank Reich there. They're going to run a very traditional offense, all the movement, everything you want to see. I think it's a really good spot for him, but might not be exactly what they want.
Yeah, I don't know what they want.
They know what they want, which to me is at least I could say that, which you didn't always get to say that in the past. But I do trust, I think Darren Muji has a plan. I think they do know what they want. They're not going to reach for a quarterback in this draft,
right?
But I do think they're going to draft a quarterback. It just depends on who and where. But it doesn't feel like it's going to be the first round.
Now, the Giants side of things, Phil Simmons was asked, do they need another wide receiver or Jeremiah Love more?
Jeremiah Love. If you want to turn your team around, maybe the fastest way to do it is have a great running back. And I think Jeremiah Love is a great running back who will, day one, adapt NFL-style running back, whatever you got to be. And if the Giants take him, I won't even have one negative thing to say about it. I will just go, wow, I love it. I really do. That with Jackson Dart and, getting everybody, Malik Neighbors outside, getting him back, man, this could change the football team quick. And, of course, I love the fact that they got these two offensive coordinators there, too. Greg Roman's going to show Jackson Dart some new ways to run a quarterback keeper or whatever it is and not get hit. Show him a lot of Lamar Jackson because he didn't take many big hits either. Jeremiah Love with that, this football team, and an improving offensive line, that would be so exciting, I think, for Giant fans.
All right.
He's got to get past Tennessee, of course, but
and that's kind of where you figure he's going to go. They don't need a running back.
They don't need a quarterback.
I mean, a quarterback.
Yeah.
They need, they could use a running back, and that's the way that they've been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
that's what he would be. The Derrick Henry thing all over.
Exactly.
Right?
Now, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I'm all for the Love pick. 5th overall is high. But let's not have a conversation 4 years from now. We just paid Carter. We just paid Dart. We're going to have to franchise Love because we just don't have the money.
And he's a running back.
And then all of a sudden he's gone because you had to pay other guys, and he's a running back, and we don't want to spend a lot of money on it. No, if you're going to pay him.
This is different, Don. Here's why it's different. I don't mean to cut you off, but because we're pressed with time. The difference, I think, this is because Harbaugh plays that style.
Okay.
Line of scrimmage, physical football. This guy fits that. I think previous regime, right? You remember it was not something that Dable wanted in his offense. Was a guy like Saquon. That was he was running a different offense that they used Saquon, but they weren't going to feature him. And that's why it didn't make sense to pay him because that wasn't how they wanted to play. John Harbaugh wants to play that physical at the line of scrimmage style. And everything they're saying about Love is somebody that's going to step into the NFL and make an impact immediately. That's why taking him at 5 with a young quarterback and a young offense makes a ton of sense.
Oh, yeah, listen, the Saquon comparisons are there.
Right.
But back
Apples
then
and
they
oranges.
needed a quarterback, and there were quarterbacks in the draft, and the Giants were in a rebuild, just didn't know it at the time. Time now for the amazing starting lineup, which is brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. The two guys that love each other, Lindor and Soto, at the top of the lineup. Lindor leading off playing shortstop. Soto is in left field batting second. Bichette's at third and batting third. Polanco is the DH batting cleanup. Robert Jr. in center field batting fifth. Vientos is at first batting sixth. Playing second base and batting seventh is Simeon. Catcher is Alvarez. And rounding it out is Taylor in right field. Peterson makes the start for the Mets, who have a 9:45 start. And then the pregame will be at 9 o'clock right after Ty Butler. That was the amazing starting lineup brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Get more for your money at Ramsey Mazda, like a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-90. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Well, we'll only have the Mets to break down, but we can preview, of course, the Yankees, or not preview, actually recap their opening day.
Right.
A little bit later on in the show. And we'll give you all the details on the weekend coming up as well.
Yeah,
and more drop
tomorrow?
madness.
Not just any drop madness.
Rain possibly tomorrow, too. We hope that doesn't ruin things. But
April.
Well, drop madness is going to continue on no matter what, rain or shine.
That's
rain or
right.
shine. Yeah, you're right. It never gets rained out. That's the beauty of drop
beauty of
madness.
the game.
All right. Always nice to listen to Ty Butler. He's going to be coming up next. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow again at 3. Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.